go.
That's fine.
Because Kendrick didn't want to stay here very long. So.
No, I appreciate it. I just need help getting all this set up.
But I can set this one here when you guys start to do a screen recording, but you'll have to come turn it off.
You can just leave a screen recording.
You gonna do the whole time?
Yeah, because we're missing like stuff that he's already doing. I can turn it off.
I just figured I needed to do something to get us closer to ink.
Yeah.
It says you're live on Twitch. I thought you were doing YouTube.
I'm on both.
This one isn't live though.
No, I haven't hit go live on that one. I don't know if the mic's set up on that one. I forgot, honestly.
It's picking up something.
It could be this computer mic or something like that. Like you have to click it and then wait like 20 minutes. It's audio.
You're getting hungry, Kendrick.
No, you're not. It's a figment of your imagination. Hunger is just nothing.
Profound.
I'm hungry. I haven't had anything since breakfast at the bagel.
Yeah, Keanu's got me hooked on like a yogurt kick now.
Oh.
Parfaits.
Parfait.
No, you started it because you said you wanted granola.
Let's see.
Well, I just figured, you know, yogurt.
I don't like granola.
I like granola.
I like granola.
I'd rather just eat the yogurt and the
I
fruit.
like granola.
Cut some strawberries and granola and yogurt this morning. It's pretty good.
Heck
What?
yeah.
I thought there was one on
What's the
here
name
that
of the
says
yogurt we get? Greek
Huh?
yogurt, what was it called?
Yeah, Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt.
Pretty good yogurt.
could have been on here. Should have been on here. Where is it?
I guess I'll take these off
Sorry,
and see how I like them.
I'm not taking them, so go for it.
Did you only try one or something?
No, I tried them for a while, and I was like, I can't do these no more. So I gave up on it.
You feel like they're helping you then?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I just don't. I still didn't hit go live on that. I just don't like the taste of it.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past it.
I won't let your money go to waste.
I mean, if you don't want them, give them to Nate. He'll do it.
Do what?
Take those.
You want these vitamins, Nate?
I barely take medicine I'm supposed to for like
Here,
not
Don't
being
want to add
let me see.
another one on top of it.
Just
Yeah, just smell
take
it.
a good whiff of air.
I had something like that before.
It smelled like the Carnation Instant Breakfast juice.
Mine that smelled like I was trying. There's like a beard grower thingy.
Yeah.
And it smelled exactly like that. It didn't work as you can
Oh.
see.
I wouldn't want my beard to smell like that.
No, it was a pill. It was supposed to let you grow a beard. Yeah, it didn't work.
That's weird. No, I can't do those. I got a different one that doesn't smell as bad.
It smells like chocolate.
It's more like herbs now.
like bad chocolate.
That does?
Yeah, to me it smells like chocolate.
That smells like fish to me. Oh, it just smells like fish to me.
You know, it smells like
It's not bad.
exactly like Axe Body's chocolate spray.
I used to like
There's
that
a
stuff too.
Yeah, I know you did. Why would you want to make yourself smell like chocolate?
I thought I smelled good, man.
Ladies like chocolate.
I thought
bro.
people would want to eat me up.
And we're live.
This commercial is about to be coming true.
We are live though, aren't we?
On this one, we're not. Yeah, go ahead and hit that one.
What's up, everybody? Which one is this one too?
YouTube
Oh,
and
great.
Twitch.
What is all this stuff?
I already fixed it. Just
Oh,
hit
just
go
hit
live.
go live?
Yeah. I didn't ask Nate for his input on the title. I just do. That was me. You could have told me like a long time ago, like, hey man, that stinks. He just let me go through like my entire like
Yeah.
freshman year.
Man,
yeah.
I'm such a bad friend for not letting you know you shouldn't do something. And
I got Kendrick one, but I don't remember what flavor it was. It wasn't the chocolate though. I didn't like that one.
I don't
Uh,
remember using Max, honestly.
You did for a while. You used the one that I got you because I love the smell of it. But then I was like, it's a little too.
I don't remember.
That's my
Pretty.
revenge for
really,
Yamcha.
Yamcha?
I like fruity stuff too.
Oh, no.
You only got sick of it because you actually got sick. And I wore it. So then you were like, don't wear that again.
It's your fault.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't.
What are we going now? Are you done with everything?
I think so.
yeah, no, I appreciate the setup.
Making me upset.
Is that cord not hooked up to nothing?
Where?
That's green.
No, it was an extension cable in case I needed to move something around. So, I appreciate it. The help.
Thank you.
Getting it set up.
Of like footage and stuff that I'll probably have to go look at. And
There's
So do you just send her the file or something through an email or something?
I just put it in Drive.
And then I just pick it up and look at it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's the last stream that we did. There was a section that I've been wanting to get in a clip, and I've been trying to like get it set up. That's why I was telling you I want like a template that I can just throw it in there and like cut it the right way. But there's a whole last section, very end of the stream, that I want to make a clip, and I was trying to mess with it yesterday.
See it. I'll have to look at it. I didn't look at the live stream because you posted it on YouTube, so I
Yeah.
saw the live stream was there, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Really wanted to click from it. So.
No, yeah, I get that.
Oh, you
No,
want the humidifier thing turned on?
no, I already got it turned off.
What is wrong?
The computer is hot. It's running like crazy.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's got
pretty
his thing streaming through here, and then it's got the webcam thingy, and
Oh, yeah,
then
so
it's got
a lot of stuff.
it's got a lot of stuff happening. Like I wouldn't be surprised if at one point it just like shuts down.
Yeah, because it's so hot.
A lot of people are joining.
That's what happens over there. Yeah, we just get a few to jump in and check out what's going on.
Yeah, see what's going
and then
on.
they bounce.
How's everybody doing over there? Person's name's KFC. That is awesome.
Is I wonder. I don't
What?
have TikTok, so I can't look, but it kind of looks like this is blurry. I hope it's not blurry.
You can get the tablet from Nikki and look at it.
This looks
Let me look.
blurry. I hope it's not. I don't know if it's blurry.
Nikki doesn't have to.
It usually looks exactly how it looks.
Well, then it's blurry.
You know what I'm just watching? Help me with this leg placement because it's pissing me off.
Let's see. My future kids are streaming on there.
Millionaires overnight.
Is that a wrestler?
Hmm?
That's John Cena.
We're live with John Cena.
You can't see
What
him.
about with John Cena? Oh.
He's over that one.
Oh, okay. Okay. My bad. I'm behind schedule.
Apparently, it was a stupid joke that we've been doing for 25 years. Does that look blurry to you?
I think it's good
What's
enough.
making it blurry?
Me.
Probably the fact that it's going through an app and it's
Well, it
streaming
might
through
be,
my phone and then going into a whole other thing.
Is it that or
Does it
something?
have a focus?
Does it have a focus?
Is it like if like the phone where you like click on it and like it'll
You could try.
touch it?
I don't think it's going to though.
Yeah, because he's moving his hand in front of it
Because
constantly.
it's streaming through a.
Yeah, unless
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't focus on just something.
I'm just gonna do it in my
It's going
mind.
through an app and then streaming through
That's
that.
actually cool
so
shit.
it probably should be just bad quality. in
I think
general.
that we could get
Instantly
some
draw a
views.
picture, you know?
Is what it is. I appreciate
We'll
that.
have to use whatever we can.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
If you want to go to the high school and steal a camera.
There you go. That's what we need.
Yeah, those big cameras.
We're gonna do that.
They're like from the 19.
Oh, this is live. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. We did not just say that.
Yes, we
It's
did.
not happening.
Yes, we did.
You give me the timestamps though. I don't have the timestamps for the
For-
that last stream.
This one or the last one?
The last one.
Oh yeah, I'll send. There was a few. There, mainly that. last clip that I knew I absolutely wanted because it wasn't a question that came out of the
It's
Q&A.
towards the end there is.
yeah.
What was it?
It was where we were talking about the animes and stuff
Honestly, it's
because
past my
you can
third
like
grade.
slap up you can slap the like thumbnails of the anime up
Wearing a
and like
sweater,
talk
I'm
about
be
like
dying.
pictures on it, so it's easier to make content out of that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know if you told me that. I wouldn't know that.
Well, I can do it. I just gotta get on there and actually like have the time to piece it out, and that's why I wish there was a template, and then I wish you could just send the template back
I
and
saw
forth.
your
What's good?
girlfriend in Burlington while I was going to the bathroom.
Oh, fiance.
Fiance. Sorry. Correct myself.
That's
I
cool.
didn't see.
Yeah, I forgot to mention it. I was just passing by her.
That's cool.
You didn't say
I
anything.
was wearing the NULLIFIED shirt. She's like,
You were?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were wearing the shirt
Oh.
that day.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
I
awesome.
she noticed.
I tried to like cover it a bit because when I made my short, he was in the short a lot because I don't show myself, but he's always with me, so he's in there. So the shirt was in there, but I don't have a way to like link to anything for you guys. So put it in there.
Oh, it's all good.
We're gonna
But
get
if
things
anybody asked me
figured out.
about it, I would tell them.
We appreciate
that
that.
shirt that day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, you
wrinkles
gonna
in it.
represent today?" Well, I'm out.
Represent.
And he's like, "Yeah, I guess I'll wear the shirt today."
That's awesome. Appreciate y'all. Lonnie at the portal said that he wears it once a week. That's just awesome. Yeah, I wear it more than I do.
I don't
But-
have one. If I had one, I would wear it too.
We gotta make some more.
Some small ones.
We're out.
I know where we can go get shirts at instead of buying them offline. They're like 40 cents more. Just go to Michael's.
Gotcha.
I found that out the other day. Hobby Lobby, sorry. I meant Hobby Lobby.
Good for you.
Goodwill. Yeah, there we go.
I thought about it. I don't
You
know.
guys are just looking for shirts.
Just blank shirts, so.
My mom knows someone that does that. She makes shirts. And hers, like she'll put whatever you want on it.
Well, that's what we're trying to get Kayla doing because she wants to actually do that. So we just have to get some good printers and all that type of good stuff. Right now we got the Cricut and then the heat transfer vinyl, which is what the shirts are made of right now. But I would prefer screen print.
Yeah.
Just because
Because that
it's
stuff starts to fade after
Yeah,
you
once
walk
you
exactly
away.
yeah. So
Yeah.
screen print doesn't. I think it's just there.
And then the screen print paper that I have, it is a little jank.
I don't think that makes a good silhouette.
I have enough of it though. I want to try another one eventually. Try and make another paper. Or another paper, I meant another shirt. It's just north. It's just where you're going.
It's flooded. Everything's flooded.
Yeah, right now it is crazy out there. We're doing all this during like flood warnings and all that because we are.
It's
in
been like every
Do not
weekend.
go here.
every weekend of Nullified's.
Except for when we went to Excedra and then the launch day. Literally every other weekend it's been a storm. Yeah, it's been a storm. One way or another it's been a storm. Because Clarksville was a storm. Excedra wasn't. But last weekend was a storm.
Yeah.
This weekend's a storm. I'm sure next weekend will be a storm.
Right. What do I do, man?
Things.
I'm trying. I like the upper torso, and I like the thought of him standing on something.
He's like,
I just can't.
oh, it's a girl.
How long have you had the dog?
Oh my.
So
I think.
So next weekend, are you doing next weekend somewhere too?
I don't think so.
what is next weekend?
Isn't it the weekend you're going to?
I'm going
The
19.
12th. It's next weekend.
So yeah, we could still
Maybe.
do something next weekend.
Oh, we need to go to Princeton though.
We do need to go to Princeton.
Yeah, we need to go to there because they've been wanting us to go up there.
They're supporters. We just hadn't shown up over there because of weather. Actually, that's
Yeah,
what stopped
literally.
us.
Yeah.
And we were gonna do that last week, but then it was like, hey, there's gonna be a storm rolling in, so
That's why we went to Paducah.
exactly.
The probably like going to Princeton from here is like an hour drive, hour and 15-minute drive.
That.
Yeah.
Yep. It is.
We're leaving on the 18th.
Well, he won't be here that weekend anyways.
No,
so.
I'll be in Indianapolis for Dice Alliance.
And then I think we're gonna do something on the 22nd, the day it ends.
What?
We need to get that ironed out with the play portal too.
What?
If we're gonna do an event.
Yeah,
on
I was
the
gonna ask about
22nd,
that.
because I think I submitted for time off that day.
Yeah, I'd like to.
We're going on vacation, so we may be back that day.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we're gonna do a big event. I don't know what time specifically it ends, because I don't think it tells me.
Get that lit off there.
Maybe look.
Get that lit off there by you.
Let's see. I don't know how long it's specifically lasting.
We don't know
Oh
what
my
can use it.
They get it all there pretty tight.
Kendrick, no one can open it now.
You should never have to smell that stuff anymore.
Ow.
I'm just doing everybody.
Yeah, it just says 17 days. Oh wait, no, hold on. Okay, so it's gonna end.
528.
Yeah, 5:28.
Heck yeah.
That's because we launched at 5:30.
Yep.
So yeah, 5:30.
Yeah, I know we can open it.
5:30 is when it ends. So we'll be doing, I guess, that kind of sucks to be in the middle of a week. I guess we'll have to really be hitting up on lunchtime.
Hmm.
I guess we'll really have to be like hitting up on lunchtime. But they're not even gonna be there, are they?
I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. They might know because it's
It's a weekday.
weekday.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, we may be coming back that day, or
we'll figure something out. We'll do
Yeah,
something.
we're gonna have to figure it out.
Maybe we can go there afterwards, but we'll be doing something on April 22nd for the end of the event.
yeah, take your pill.
All of them right now.
All of them.
Live.
You'll become like
Live,
Popeye
yeah.
the Sailor Man if you take all those.
I'll get you views.
You just,
Trying to reconnect over there.
yeah, that one sucks.
Oh, I broke it.
It's even on Wi-Fi. I always thought it was just my phone and all that, but no, that thing's just literally disconnecting all the time.
It says it's still going.
Yeah, because it will reconnect and then disconnect. So
Oh, gotta find a reference for what I'm trying to do here.
Demon Slayer.
yeah,
No, this specific foot placing. Yeah. Yeah, this very specific foot placing.
There's a lot of really cool stances.
Oh, there are. Yeah, for
in Demon
sure.
Slayer.
That anime is something else. The
Oh, dude, the
animators
fight-
for that one
it's
is
peak fight scenes.
crazy. Yeah.
Peak.
you know, you could almost like move that camera because that stand actually goes up pretty tall. Could almost move that camera if we needed
I
to.
didn't like it when I was little.
I mean, we can move it up taller. We can move it back behind here or something.
I was
I'm
just trying to
convinced.
get the best one for the screen itself.
Well, I can.
I will do.
I don't know if it's better to do off the non-dominant side when he's drawing, or if it's on his dominant side. Because like if you do it this side, you're probably
Yeah.
just gonna see it.
I'm gonna do non-dom.
All right. Settled then.
It's settled. You got 65 people that are looking. That's cool.
Be Jerry D's like.
66.
That's be
Fine.
Why are
Jerry
you
D's like.
moving it?
What?
I just said it wouldn't look good.
No, right here.
Oh, move it back?
Yeah, trying to get
Yeah,
like
get
more
more
at an
heavy.
angle,
Yeah.
a more aggressive angle on it. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you can
yeah,
almost
yeah.
get like right here.
Would be better.
Like if we could just put the camera on Nate's face.
Yeah.
Give me that
On his
GoPro.
head?
We do need a GoPro.
Oh yeah. That'd be uncomfortable though.
We don't
I'm
care.
already blind. It's fine.
We don't care about
Not
Nate's
anymore.
comfortability.
No, not anymore.
Oh.
Not anymore.
No, we turned it down.
I don't like the legs on this. Let's rethink, readjust.
One problem is I don't think it's gonna let me zoom in anymore.
Yeah, you can't see the.
Nate, just take this to your face.
So nerd.
It'll be like right there. Just see it taped.
Is this laying on something?
Let's see. Break it down into a simpler.
Yeah, if you could get closer, it'd be better.
Yeah, no, Nate just needs to put it on his face.
Anyway, guys, I got some more films I need to go check out.
Y'all take it easy. Thank y'all for helping.
Yeah.
Well,
Give me
it's
some
better.
rub.
Oh my gosh, did you just make a new dog? So you think I should move it back, or you think I should
No.
we can move it back? I'm just gonna start right. Bam. Shablam. That'll work. Oh man.
I turned mine
I've
off.
gotten like 60.
I turned them off. I had them on, but I gave them a chance, and then they just stopped, so I turned them off.
Yeah. Well, now make the
No, it's fine.
make the
Oh, no.
pizza man drive out here.
Oh wait, does this?
What's wrong with it?
Maybe
Did I mess it up?
No,
Oh.
the emergency alert thing came on.
Oh yeah. No, it shouldn't affect anything.
You're
Though.
good.
Don't you want?
It's still
I
going.
know, I can't get it to do that. It won't go down anymore.
There you
Like right there would be perfect, but if I let go, it's gonna go back.
Oh, still good.
No, it would be perfect right there.
We don't need perfection. We're good. I don't deal in perfection. Just Nate does. I'm just saying.
I quit.
I had to be like, Nate, don't worry about the model, man. Just make it like all right.
No, must be the best.
It's gotta be the best.
I.
It was actually 76 HP.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Maybe.
This is our whole thing here. I'm like sliding all over the place. It's just the way that I work, so I apologize.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, the director really helped out. Eh?
Y'all
Tell
take
you
it
what.
easy. Be safe out there.
Probably. See you later. What are you drawing in?
Variant cover.
How's it different than the other one?
Hmm?
How's this different than the other one?
This is just Marcus right now, but.
Oh yeah, I remember
We
now.
got the monolith that's going to be in the back. I just did one with them too. Oh, there it is.
Like that.
It's just I'm trying to get,
Yeah,
since he's the focal point, I'm trying to get his
stuff squared out.
yeah. Okay. You gonna throw some topics at me?
Yeah, that's why I just asked you one.
What'd you ask me?
What's being drawn? What's different?
Oh, I thought you were literally like, dude, that looks exactly the same. I thought that's what you were asking.
Like,
He was
damn,
like, why are
Nate,
you
that
doing
sucks,
this?
bro.
This
Why are
looks-
you doing the same one? That's not a variant.
Yeah. Well, no, like
You
the whole
suck.
thing with a variant, I feel like is like if we were to reuse the one cover for
Mhm.
other stuff outside of the Kickstarter, this variant cover is it. Like once it's used for the Kickstarter, no more.
Yeah, you're not gonna do it no more.
Um,
Yeah, no. Well, that's the whole point of the Kickstarter exclusives, though.
Exactly. So now I'm just trying to think of like a cool way to show that off. And the difference is in a lot of these other covers that I've done, that this might just be a me thing, just because he's very static, and he's static in this too, which is why I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to add some more motion to him, like he's actually in the middle of doing something instead of just like posing there. You know?
Why don't you just make it like the I know you didn't really watch it, but why don't you just make it like the Harry Potter newspapers where they're actually like
Yeah. So like the
It's a
whole
video.
thing's animated whenever it gets to people.
yeah.
Yeah, we can make it like that cool old school paper where you
No.
flip it. Oh,
No, it just needs to actually move.
just actual magic.
It just needs to actually move. Like it just needs to be animated.
One day we'll get there.
I believe it. Flexible screens and everything.
Yeah,
Could you imagine a comic book being made out of flexible screens?
It would be so cool. It'd be so cool.
That could just be tossed because is that like discardable?
Yeah, it's like this is so common that I'm gonna throw this away.
This is so common. She likes that thing. She looked at you. She's like, "What?
Do it.
What are you talking crap?"
But no, there's this one pose that I think Wolverine does, where he's got his legs in this way that I think is really sweet.
Disappeared.
What?
The green screen like cut out. Just cracking me up.
Is it because I have my phone up?
No, I bent down and it was like, "You're gone.
You're dead.
You're out of here." Get it, dude.
Check us out.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But he's got more of like a little angle, and maybe this is what's messing me up because he's more top heavy there. And I don't want to exactly copy that. I just like that
Like pose.
Prowler style of
Stance.
exactly. It's not a shape that I have done a lot, so that's why this is tough. Maybe I'm pushing this too much. Maybe
I think
we
so.
should see more of the groinish area.
I thought maybe I was like doing something wrong for a second. Like, oh.
Well, I mean, you usually are. You're usually really bad.
You
So.
usually really suck. Are you hungry?
Huh? Not at the moment.
Oh. I haven't eaten yet, so. Sounded like it.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, but not like really hungry.
Nikki tried to eat a pizza earlier and it didn't go well, so I've been trying to convince her to like order like Domino's or something.
Hey, that'd be dope. Okay, let me see.
That straight up says Backstreet Boy, doesn't it?
What?
Right there. It says straight
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet.
You're done.
You're done.
Okay. How do I do this? All right. This looks like a giant mess.
Usually how we work.
Yo yo.
Dude, did you read this earlier?
No.
Is that why you knew like what you were talking about the pose?
No. Oh no,
That's
I didn't.
funny.
That's funny. Ass.
So this isn't going Mongolian throat music.
It is. I mean, I was listening to the Who while driving through the ocean to get here. Yes.
Did you put your GTA
always,
cheat codes in?
Always that. No, I
Did it
didn't.
turn into a boat?
I did not actually. It was just bad. I wish I had cheat codes.
Every time I ask this thing questions, it always thinks that I'm the writer and you're the artist. I'm like, no, nope, nope,
I am both.
nope. That ain't how that works.
No, I'm trying to get this part done so that we could actually get to the finished product, so people actually know what they're going to get for the variant cover. Because quite a few people have already bought in for the variant, so we got to make sure it looks awesome.
I will share it as an update on the thing too when it gets done. I'll like a little demo, like, hey, this is what the variant cover looks like.
Yeah. And the reason why it's not done yet is because I think it would be even cooler, we thought, to do it live. process is on this.
Got music on Twitch, which don't got music on. Yeah, I couldn't block her out. She got the noise. Keep turning it up. Stop turning it up. Just me. Thank you. Please. Trying to get all this thing straightened out.
Sure is. Weird, like, weird situations happening right now. Well,
It's been like all week. Like
Yeah.
all week long.
yeah, it has. It's just the way that this
It's
whole
like not stop.
KS has gone.
I seriously can't believe that we happen to do this like during the one time frame where it's gonna storm every weekend.
Yeah, and then we have even talked about like with other issues and stuff dropping it. You know, in this time frame.
It's just crazy. I mean, it's like one thing to storm during springtime, but like, god dang, like, I feel like this is the most storms I've seen in a while.
Feels like it. Feels like every year we keep saying that, but like actually meaning it. You know what I mean? Not saying like it's.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Oh,
That
there
was
was a bunch of storms.
No,
Like,
it's
no, this
just-
is actually a bunch of storms that's happening now.
keeps getting worse.
Oh, off topic.
Okay.
I did before you showed played some Soul Train.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tore down the walls, and I was like kind of moving around. It felt way bigger. Like,
Oh yeah.
I was already in areas I had no idea like where they
Wow.
were at, like fighting things.
I have
Found a
not
new
gotten in there
enclave.
yet. Oh yeah, they added the new enclave.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's pretty cool.
Push that leg a little bit more.
It's kind of confusing at first though, because they make you select your pack,
Yeah.
and I was like, wait, I already did all that. So I was kind of confused
Right.
why I had to do that, but anyways, got through it.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten on there. You know what I was playing?
What's that?
Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain.
I've never played any of them. I don't get solid.
Dude,
To be
Metal Gear is
honest.
so good. It's crazy. If we're talking about some artists who are truly masters and inspirations to me, the artist for the original covers and the character art for Metal Gear Solid is top crop.
Who was that? You know?
I'm gonna look it
Kojima's
up.
the director, right?
He's the creator of the series.
Yeah, but he's not an
Um,
artist. Or-
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. So I'm gonna look it up because, I mean,
Why not?
I need to. I can't be like, this is a great artist and not say who the artist is.
He's a great artist.
Yoji
Yoji Shinkawa.
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 Been in the industry for a long time, but has created some of the most iconic pieces out there.
Oh yeah, the covers and stuff. I remember the covers were always really cool.
I mean,
never
character
played the
concepts,
game, but the
It's
covers were
it's
cool.
just awesome. That's all there is to it. Actually, I did a homage for that one cover art for the what was that book called?
You're not talking about the Razor Leaf McGuire, are you?
No, not yes. Kingdom Comics. They have a different book.
Oh, you may not share that one.
Yeah, the Kayla's in here. Yeah, I have the hat back on. The water, from the rain, made it look crazy. So I got the hat back on.
I was really wanting to play the Mountain Blades. Bannerlord 2 after you covered the name of all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But
That
I'm
one's gonna
that's still not
be-
out yet.
That one's gonna be so insane.
I really wanted to start playing it again though. I was like, man.
Well, I've been wanting to play because they were supposed to.
I just want
A
to be
group
a
of
pirate.
modders. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You're the group of modders doing what now?
There were supposed to be some modders that were making Lord of the Rings and Bannerlord.
Oh, I can see that.
So I was like, I need to.
There's not already.
No, I don't know if it's developing or what. I'm not sure where we are with that.
I tell you, here's this.
We've had 93 views.
Yeah, it happens.
It's pretty cool.
It'll just go through.
No, I'm
The
cool with
other
it.
one on the left means how many people actually are on, like currently viewing.
On the left?
Yeah, on the left, that you see the people.
Gotcha.
That's how many people are actually viewing.
Sweet.
The one that you're looking at is how many people have seen it in total.
Hey, I'm cool with that.
And then on the far right is how many people have liked it. And then there's the two other ones. I don't really know what those icons are. I think one's a gift and a repost or something like that.
Make sure to gift and repost our stuff.
I'm totally cool if you get Domino's. Yeah. It's not that bad. It's just up north. It can take my spot when I get more views.
Yeah. Kayla, can you just become the artist so I can set it out?
Yeah.
Are you sure? It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
No. Don't ask me again.
Why are you like messaging the chat or something? She said, "Or Lord of the Rings game?" Question mark. Bro, you might be getting pizza.
What?
Yeah, she was just talking about wanting some pizza. So she's like, "Bro, you might be getting pizza." That's so funny. You-
You want a Minecraft movie spoiler?
yes.
It's not a spoiler, honestly. It's just a line in the movie. I think it's funny.
Hit it with me. What?
There, hit you with it.
Hit it with me.
The kid in the movie.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Well, I think it's her. I'm gonna have to turn my volume down.
No, it was popping like it was like dude, like over here. Anyways, so damn, I think when I turn that down,
Is it too loud?
I would imagine it's probably loud on the stream. I can hear it, so I can't imagine it's not super loud on a Twitch stream. But so the kid like has these like curls and black hair, and this girl hands him this item, and she said, "Here, you look Frodo-like. You take it."
That's awesome.
And it's an item that's like super important in the movie that they have to keep. So
That's
I thought it was
pretty
so.
great.
It was like probably one of my most favorite lines in the whole entire movie, honestly.
Incredible. Lord of the Rings is the absolute best. I mean, like, right now we are working on our own fantasy universe. And there's some really good ones out there for sure, but nothing has ever topped and ever will top Lord of the Rings.
The music stopped, so I can't even hear it now. I was trying to make sure this music wasn't too loud on the stream, but then the music quit. It's the music. I got music playing. Yeah. Well, then the fans are blowing like crazy on that laptops.
Because he's gonna blow it up.
Just because they're overworked. Because he's streaming through, he's got this thing has to like go through an app that goes to here, and then this is like working like triple time to try to get all this stuff going. No, it's just really putting its CPU to full use.
I'll say this: I had a laptop that I had since 2013.
Oh my gosh,
that I named
Alfred!
Alfred, and if a laptop would have ever blown up, it was that one. Like that, I put that thing through some
That thing went through the ringer.
trash.
Like through the ringer.
Yeah,
I can't believe like it was literally like falling apart. Like computer parts were exposed.
Yeah,
You had that thing
yeah,
duct
it
taped.
melted. Yeah, it was literally
Yeah.
duct taped together.
Kendrick was playing while he was bored, waiting to go eat.
And a card accordion.
Part accordion. I don't know. She was just saying she was hungry. I don't care if you go. You can just bring me something back. Oh, negative. Negative Ghost Rider. Okay.
She's like, what are you saying?
No, you're not supposed to perceive me.
You're not supposed to look in my general direction. I've been wanting to play Skyrim again, really bad.
Skyrim always calls to me, and it's crazy that it does. It's such an old title,
You know what's crazy?
but there's nothing that I've played that is like
that meets that level.
scratched it.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, like one of my favorite things about the Skyrim game, and
Are we way off topic? I mean,
No,
we're talking
not
about
really.
fantasy universes.
not really. The magic system in Skyrim.
Magicka.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
dude! Like, and then the dragon mask that you could get.
Listen, what I'll actually
Oh
say
my
about this, Oblivion had it better
I agree.
because you got to make your own spells once you got so far in the college.
I agree.
I
I'm
mean-
actually looking forward to the remake
Yeah, the Sky
Yeah.
Oblivion
or the Sky Oblivion.
mod.
Either Sky Oblivion, which I think is gonna be better than the official remake.
Probably.
I'm worried that they're
say
going
so.
to, and I hope they don't, because they're gonna like kill their company.
Looks really dumb.
I really hope that Bethesda doesn't tell those guys like send them a cease and desist.
They didn't for Fallout London,
That's good.
but I mean that was its own thing. This is literally Oblivion.
This is them remaking Oblivion, and then they came out. We're like, oh, like I don't know why they don't just hire those guys. Like just fund them and just be like, hey man, we
Here,
really
this-
enjoy your stuff. Like, let's just make this an official thing, and we'll give you the resources you need to actually
Yeah.
make this thing like finish it out and like
Which
with official approval and everything.
yeah, but then you have to risk like actual people getting involved. Like, well, this doesn't go on brand, so you can't put this type of stuff. You know, this we prefer to see this.
Yeah, but they at least try. Because if not, then they're just gonna have to send. They're just gonna end up sending them. Well, I'm not saying they will, but then they could send them a cease and desist, like most companies do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It would be cool if they just got like the approval. That would be great. An official thing, I would worry about now.
No, you just get
Being
an
like-
official seal of approval from.
Yeah, like an
Like,
official seal of approval. Yeah,
Hey,
I
like, hey,
gotcha.
we're cool with this. Like, you guys have our approval to do this.
These hands are looking.
Because now they're gonna try to
Stinky.
compete against these guys by releasing their own thing, and their thing's probably not gonna be good because they probably haven't been working on it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And so they're gonna try to race to get it out. It's gonna suck, and then they're gonna get all mad about it probably. Hopefully not, but they probably will.
yeah. We'll see what happens with their official. I think really, what's being done is all that needs to be done. Which other companies? I think I'm curious if others have realized this, that the players themselves are going to create the games that players want to be a part of.
Yeah.
The biggest example of that is Grand Theft Auto with GTRP. I mean, we're on Twitch, right?
Yes. Should be.
One of the biggest things like that I've noticed on Twitch is like GTRP. And that's literally
Yeah.
people getting in there, making their own stories.
Jerry D stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the players themselves are going to be the things that hold up your titles. So I always thought it was cool that Bethesda seemed to embrace
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the modding community instead of being like, stop messing with their stuff.
Sorry. It's working.
Is this a dynamic enough pose?
Dynamic?
Yeah.
As far as, I guess I'm not.
Like, does it? I don't know. It still feels pretty static to me, the pose itself.
You know why?
Why?
In my opinion, I feel like you need his chest hunkered over more.
This way or
Yeah.
that way?
Like if you're bent like I'm gonna be arched like if I'm like in a
Sure.
prowler stance,
Instead
I'm
of
gonna be,
like curved.
yeah, I'm
up
gonna be
over.
like kind of arched over.
Let's give that a shot.
accordion fell down. No.
I don't think Domino's is open.
What? I wanted their like stuffed crust stuffy. Their stuffed crust Parmesan crust.
The stuffed. The stuffed.
the stuff that goes in the crust. See, this one time out, it says like it thinks that me and you had done this together, so it's like, oh yeah, talk about some of the miscommunication. Like there wasn't.
We had
any.
miscommunication.
Did you have miscommunication with yourself?
Yeah, always. I mean, literally,
I could actually
y'all are watching me have miscommunication with this and this.
I instead of miscommunication, I could say that paralysis.
Yeah.
I know you get that. I get it too.
I mean,
just sitting there like
that.
there's stuff that I need to do this, but I want to do this, but I also want to do that, and then you're just stuck, and then you're just scrolling through something stupid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Or playing a gacha game like you do. Like what's those like the Dragon Ball Z like 2048 games or whatever that you play.
Cool.
Or no, the gacha games where you get like the tank tier.
I don't know what you're saying exactly
you get
right
like
now.
you get like the characters, you pull them, and it's like
SS yeah,
tier.
I got you. Like got you.
Because you play a lot of those. I feel like.
Yeah, I'd say I'll play right now. Battle Brothers. Battle Brothers is really fun. I will play a bunch of indie style games or community or colony building style games. Those are where I'm at. Gacha is not something I've really played in the past year or 2 years probably. But I mean, I was playing Genshin and all that type of stuff. It was always pretty fun. But right now, I just like building and then watching people build for me. You know. You ever play Battle Brothers?
No. You keep talking about it, and I feel like I've like,
I don't know if you'd like it or not, but I think it's fun.
Let me see. I thought I looked it up the other day. Battle
Brothers. They go into battles.
Oh.
It's like a turn-based strategy thing, and like it's hard. You're expected to lose quite a bit.
Actually, I did play a game like this.
Did you?
Yeah, it was not as probably polished as this one, but it was a game called I don't know. Either way, you had like these forces, and you know how they always draw like the strategic battles, and they have like the line, like it's a. You ever see like those reenactment of like old battles, like Civil War battles, where they draw the lines of forces and their emblem?
Yeah.
So
was it like a total war game?
No.
Was it like a total war game?
Not really.
Oh.
Kinda. Well, yeah, kinda, I guess. But instead of like being able to physically,
so those are all the answers that you could have given me. So which one are you thinking?
Those are all the possibilities.
Your YouTube, your faces are cut off.
Is it? Thank you. Is it?
Yeah, Kaylin said that your faces are cut off.
Doesn't look like it. I don't know. It doesn't look like it.
She said that your name and subscribe button is over your faces.
Maybe it's because I'm not looking at it on a mobile piece.
We're not mobile friendly. We hate the mobile.
I don't like mobile.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
I'm just gonna put us down there.
She's gonna send me a picture.
There. We'll just do that.
Oh yeah, it is.
Was it?
Yeah, look.
That's weird because it didn't show it that way. But that's probably because she was looking at it on mobile. So I don't.
But most people may watch you guys on mobile.
Well, they probably do, but I can't. I can't see what it looks like.
Oh.
So I have no way of knowing because I'm looking at the output here and I'm looking at it on this, and I don't see it how she's seeing it. So
I don't know how to find you guys.
just type in King Panda Studio.
On YouTube?
Yep. Actually, I think like on anything, I should probably turn it down. Oh no, just turn it up. On anything that's how you find King Panda Studio. Actually, there's one of them that's King Panda Studios.
Is there really?
Yeah.
I was curious if we were gonna run into that.
I
At the
did.
bottom on mine.
I moved it
Oh, okay.
because I don't see that view like that, so I just moved it down to the bottom since that was an issue. Did you hunker him over?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
More, but he's not fully yet.
What did you do?
I was also messing with this leg to make it make sense. Okay, so I got to think about this a little bit. Right now, I'm just kind of going at it, but I'm not thinking about the shape. So your head is kind of your anchor, and the body's doing this, torso, and then so this is the shape that we're needing to accomplish for that. Now, this is the part that I'm not really thinking about. Because your arm's there. So this line is still your center point. I think.
It's weird that they're just floating. How to move it. Floating on that one too.
That's the part that keeps getting me, and it's not a what it is. It's a depth issue that I'm feeling right now.
Mm-hmm.
How to accomplish depth, which I don't know. I've been struggling with. Every once in a while, I just get stuck trying to figure out that whole depth situation.
I guess stuck with just drawing the people.
So I think.
That? Yeah, it is. Oh, that probably is not doing well. Yeah. I just don't want the volume actually up. Sounded weird. That almost sounded like We Will or whatever. I don't even know what's the name of that song.
We will.
Is it really? I thought it was always named something else.
What?
Song We Will.
I don't know what song you're talking about.
We will rock you.
Does this seem right?
No.
This anatomy here, the legs. That seems right, right? This is the part that we're fighting.
I don't know, man. And I still think fighting him.
Maybe. Let me see. Fair enough.
That's what I'm talking about, though. Like, but I can't turn it any other direction. I guess I could plug in headpiece. Here.
I mean, that's not going to help.
It might.
It's not. It's not.
Hello. Yeah. Why did that just open up? be set to. The lobby, so they're still doing it though. They're not closing. Okay. Sucks.
You tried.
I did try. Yeah, they do, don't they? I don't either, because they got that Parmesan crust. It's really nice. Dang, no, I wouldn't go that far. I would just do Papa John's, if anything. Kayla messaged you like, hey, no, you can't have pizza. I want pizza.
Not anymore. She had.
Pizza. Pizza. Stuffed crust, I guess. Dude, I'm not letting you out again. Last time you ran out, you just sat there in the rain. Didn't even go to the bathroom. Yeah, how long does it take you to do a page? I think you told us before. Actually, I know you can do it. Well, okay. Doing your line work and everything, how long does it take for you to do a
Right.
page?
So that's definitely something that I'm trying to hone in on, time wise. And if my stuff is agreeing with me, then I should be able to get through a page, at least 1 page per day, 1.5 pages per day. If I'm just focusing in on just the ink aspect of it, after I've penciled and stuff, yeah, I could get 2 pages. But that's not including the coloring, the lettering, and such like that. So then it's a little bit extra time, obviously, because you're having to do those steps, and those are different than.
But you could do like an entire book with just your sketch, your line work, and all that first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I usually do my colors because I like colors, you know. But yeah, no. It's a hard thing to say for sure because with the first book it was just that learning experience. But you have sat here and seen me draw some pretty decent pages, pencils wise. And all you do after that, I mean, inking is more than just tracing. I mean, it's where you're actually putting in your stuff.
Well, I'm sure you probably end up touching up some of the line work if you don't agree with
you
it.
do. Like, I've known some artists that'll just like very, very loosely do a pencil. They've gotten comfortable enough. They're just like, here's just the little pencil there, and let's just get straight into that line art.
I thought this mouse went to that other PC, but it doesn't.
Oh. So we need to push this torso.
What's the software you're using to do that again?
This is Clip Studio. It's my
Using
favorite.
the G Pen?
Whenever I actually do my line art, there's a little setting in the pen ink, and it's G Pen. Mm. What do you think?
I think it looks better. I think it looks like he's hunkered over a bit more.
Yeah, to get the head shape. Yeah, you know, sometimes I can't get the systems to fire like they need to, and it just takes a second to get.
I can't even draw a head correctly.
Well, I mean, the big fact of the matter is I've drawn more heads.
Yeah. Every time I try to do it, it's like it ends up being like really weird shaped, or I can't. I found out that I have to start from the bottom and then go up and over. I can't start from the top and go down.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, eyes and brains and stuff, they work differently.
Well, like if I try to start from here and go down, what ends up happening is I make this like really chunky side of the face. Because like I go, like one side will be fine, but then as I try to go up the other side, I do this like wonky like outward.
Yeah.
Circle.
You've seen the way that I do it, which here's the one thing that I was telling some young artists at the Dice Alliance. For me, don't start off with all your details. Go as simple and as loose as possible to begin with, and just actually finish the thing. So, like, you know, whatever you first start drawing, I think we're like, okay, well, we want to get that head. So then you're like, well, let's just keep on shaping out that little top of the scalp first. Well, let's just kind of figure out how to. Yeah, let's just keep on hitting on the spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we need to figure out the hair. So we gotta figure out that hair part, right? Let's get every strand of that hair down and stuff like that. But then you're like, oh wait, where do I put my eyeballs at, and all the rest of the stuff. So for me, what I've noticed is, and this guy is great, and I love him, but I am going to annihilate him. Sorry, goodbye.
He looked really good too.
He did. That was gonna be the new cover.
That was gonna be the new cover.
Yeah. But
that was the second variant cover for like stretch goal 7, right?
My experience, the best method is to keep it as loose for as long as possible.
Yeah, like vague.
Very vague.
Yeah, like you just make the entire outline.
Do not focus on
details.
anything except for geometric shapes for the longest time. And then you start to pack in your details afterwards. Which, if you watch me for any amount of time, it's very strange because I will turn these very loose shapes rapidly into a person. I don't know how I do it, but
it's something I've been working on.
Eventually, yeah. Like I just kind of have these little. Let me just throw a little line there, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, that makes sense as a person. I'm registering as a person. Keep it as loose as possible for as long as possible. That goes for every little part of this. We all know this is your main system of figuring out where that face goes. So keep it simple, you know. Like, all right, my eyebrow's right above it. I want my nose somewhere around here. And my mouth around there. And then for hair, same exact thing.
I suck at hair. I can't do hair.
Everybody does when they first start. Because it's just, you have to figure out the systems that you can understand to do. Now, I'm not a realistic artist. I can't draw realism too well, and I'm not a stylistic artist. I'm somewhere in between. For me, when it comes to hair, and it like I said, all this type of stuff, it's all about shape first.
Like almost like the geometric shapes of
the silhouette, if you will. Yep, exactly. From there, I know where I'm wanting to throw the strands. It's kind of blowing this way, so we blow some strands that way, and there you go. Keep it as simple as possible, and then once you have understood the character you want to make, then you can go in there, because this is just a layer, so, you know, drop that opacity down and go on top of it, do what you got to do. But that system tends to bring me further into the piece quicker. And if I just keep on hitting an eyeball in this, I'm going to give up because it's not working the way I'm wanting it to.
Right.
So the further into a thing that you are, it's like, oh, this genuinely looks okay. I guess it's like a trick of the brain. It's like, oh, since it's looking okay, I need to keep going. I kind of think that's what it is.
It's the overall thing. If you're focused on one thing, it's like...
Yeah, and it's not working for you right there, then you're like, well, I'm scrapping the whole thing.
It's easier to start over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that could have been fine if you would have just done,
Yeah.
more with it.
Majority of this stuff is already going to work pretty okay. I mean, there's shortcuts everywhere in art. You've seen like the classic Superman from like the comic or the show. This is his eye. Right. See, and I can tell what you did there. You were focusing on certain types of things instead of the overall shape first. Shape matters more. Yeah. Same exact thing. So, let me erase.
Here's a better one for you.
Hey, you're getting there.
What? Huh? I don't know. I could probably eat 3 slices. No, I mean, well, at one point in my life I could have. I don't think I could do that now. But I'd probably eat 3 slices. Are you gonna eat any?
Yeah, I'll eat some.
They said he'll eat 5.
I'm gonna eat 17 whole pizzas by myself.
I probably wouldn't do multiple stuffed crust. I don't think. I don't know how much that is, but. Yeah, I would probably just do 1 stuffed crust, unless you think you want to. If you're wanting extra of stuffed crust. I don't know. It's whatever you want. Because I mean, there may not be any left over on 1 pizza.
Apparently, I'm out of frame on TikTok Live.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Cheese sticks instead.
Pizza and cheese sticks? Is that what you're
I
saying?
feel like it's a lot cheap. No,
Just
I
getting
got it.
one
I'm thinking
pizza
about
and
it.
then cheese sticks?
2 pizzas. I don't, because like 1 pizza is probably gonna be gone. We're probably all gonna eat it all. But then I guess if you want a second pizza for leftovers.
I'm gonna grab my drink real quick. Ryan, take over.
You want?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what have you done to me? I haven't gotten up in like 2 hours.
You didn't know I've been like slowly
What the
building a
heck,
barrier
dude?
around you. You ever played Rust? You ever play Rust like that? I'm just building. Watch out, there's booby traps by the way. I guess cheese, bread, and that would be fine. I do want a drink though. I don't know if we can get it 2 liters. Or if we can get it from the store. Are you getting it delivered? To get it. Well, then we can just go to the store and get it ourselves then. Listen to that, Kev.
Yeah.
What? No, I don't want another one. After you just tried to do that, no, I don't want one. Don't even. I will not eat it.
Will not eat it.
It says it's open. Maybe their mobile stuff's just down. I don't know. Alright, never mind, I see it now. Can't call him.
We are using that phone.
It's being used up. That's fine. I don't know. Join from your post.
Oh, sweet. What post?
Nice.
Did you make a post?
I did post something today.
Sweet. 106 people seeing that we were doing something. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
The one that I posted on YouTube today like blew up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What are you doing again?
Variant cover art for the first book. At least that's what we are attempting to do. We tried to do this before. I should probably say that
On
we're
launch.
live.
Yeah, I didn't share anything. Which it's not on Facebook, so
What's the Twitch?
King Panda Studio. we live. It's that's the one that has the King Panda Studios.
Oh, that's the one we're doing?
Yeah, that's the one that's on right now. So it's just like there.
Yeah, I guess if I do that.
I could send it to you, but I can't.
Yep, HG. If I do this, will
It'll
it do
work.
it?
Yeah, it'll work. Yeah, anytime you link anything like that, it'll just automatically.
That's so cool.
It's
Magic.
magic. Whoa.
Hello.
I was just checking.
Yeah, it was.
It is saying like error messages or whatever the heck it was doing.
I hope I spelled this wrong, so people try to click it and it doesn't work.
It just takes you to 403.
Yeah.
Connect. Page doesn't exist. That's it.
That's it.
Or you could do YouTube. Either one. Twitch says the vertical, horizontal view though. Too bad.
Go. Maybe I changed his hand placement to be a little bit more magical.
You know something I seen in a book the other day?
What did you see in the book the other day?
It said to make the hand like a fan, like a triangle, like a big, fat, weird triangle.
I don't do that shape. It's not the shape that I do.
And
But
then
I do a
and
geometric
then it
shape.
said to draw the fingers. I was like, I don't know how that really helps you draw. Because, I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess, if you drew an oval or a triangle. Regardless, you still have to draw fingers.
Yeah, you do. Could do shape like this.
What were some themes of franchises that inspired Level 5?
So I've said before, I believe we got a little bit of Witcher in here for sure. We got some well, the art style is Mike Mignola that I look at quite a bit. So Hellboy and his
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that.
yeah, oh, I love that book. I look at it sometimes for inspiration. And then obviously we're doing fantasy, so you have to tip your hat to Tolkien, you know, with Lord of the Rings. That was a pretty big one. The character design had some inspirations from the Netflix Castlevania show, Belmont. Kind of the overall thought of the character came from quite a few of these different types of heroes that were reluctant, who had to take hits and stuff like that. So it's kind of spread throughout. But if you look at any medieval fantasy style thing, you could probably say I was inspired by that as well. I mean, we were just talking about Skyrim. I mean, Bethesda's been a huge inspiration for both of us. What's some other fantasy stuff that we have looked at? I can't even recall at the moment.
Fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord
I
of the
guess.
Rings. I mean, I like Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I've never been super into.
Yeah, you're not. I like the magic though.
Yeah, which is funny. Oh, I didn't think about Dungeons and Dragons, D&D. I mean, that's kind of where I was thinking about this guy in the first place. What kind of hero would I play, or what type of character would I play that uses magic? Because I don't like magic systems nearly as much as you do. I don't like the fact. Oh, Dragon Age. That's another one. The old stuff.
Dragon Age.
The old stuff.
Rogue Galaxy.
Specifically. Oh yeah.
I was just talking about that game yesterday, dude.
You know what made me upset? Because it was just out of nowhere. On April Fool's Day, somebody said Rogue Galaxy 2 and had some like a beautiful piece of art behind it. And I was like, why would you do that? Out of everything, you're just gonna throw that one at us? That was rude.
You know what I found out? Me and Cameron
what? You tell me right now what you found out, or else.
Cameron was talking about grading because he gets in like graded stuff.
Like trading types of grading and like comics and all that type of stuff. Yeah, PSA.
Yep. I was like, well, how much is like a sealed version of Rogue Galaxy? Unfortunately, not very much. And I was like, well, that's Level 5, which is an amazing company. I love those guys. That's like the guys who made Ni no Kuni and everything.
Yep.
I was like, well, how much is a sealed copy of Dark Cloud, the original, like first one?
Oh gosh.
You know how much it is?
How much?
$200. Dang. Sealed.
Those games, so amazing. What during our trip in December, on the way back, I was playing Dark Cloud 2.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I was playing Dark Cloud 2.
I played a little bit of Dark Cloud 1 a while back.
Dark Cloud 2 was really good. It was strange that your character, instead of... Well, you had two different characters. One did use a sword, and then the other one used a wrench.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't get behind the whole Dark Cloud 2 thing. The wrench thing.
But what I loved about that character, he was a creator. So you would go and snap pictures across the game, and then you would have, like, ideas. So that's what me and you did anyway. So I was like, well, I love the dude because, I mean, we're putting pieces together to make a mech. That's what he was doing.
Oh. I need to look into more of that. I never played it. I know you always liked it. I only played the first one.
As far as characters go, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the coolest stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was before, Ark and all these types of survival games where you got to build bases.
Yeah, you just threw like the house down, and then you had to put you had to find their belongings, and then you had to figure out where they wanted to be because there was the optimal layout.
Yeah, there was Yeah, you didn't have to achieve it, but if you did, you would get these types of rewards and stuff like that. Yeah, no, it was just a super cool system. Very early on in the
that's what I always
RPG systems.
That's what I always go back to. I was talking about it the other day with Cameron. I said, I think it's crazy thinking about Rogue Galaxy and Dark Cloud, but Rogue Galaxy for sure had a ton of features in it.
Mm-hmm.
The games nowadays just don't have. Like, they had the factory system.
Listen, I actually think I know why.
Why?
Have you heard... Well, obviously, you've heard of Shadow, right? Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor?
Yeah.
Did you know that they took the Nemesis system and they said that's ours?
Yeah, I know. I was actually going to talk about that.
I have a feeling that a lot of these types of mechanics are locked like that.
They can't be.
Well, they can be.
And I don't even know technically. And here's another thing. They tried to lock the Nemesis system, and I feel like the only reason they haven't been fought on it yet is because nobody with the actual money is willing to go up against them. Like, as an indie creator who does something along those lines, if they end up getting sued by them, they're just gonna pull it out of their game. They don't have money to go up against.
I think that it's more of who owns the places. If For example, Microsoft owns Ubisoft and also owns Bethesda or whatever, you know, and they might, I know they own some of them. Anyways, they say this is locked. We are the proprietors of this system. We own both of you. So what they can say is that's not going in that game because we own both of you. We're going to tell you what system's going to your games. You see what I'm saying? So the more that a place owns
something
IPs wise and like studios wise, they can sit there and say this is why you're not using that.
Yeah, but Level 5's a Japanese company.
No, they're Sony. Sony bought them.
Sony's Japanese though.
Right. Well, Sony again can say how much does Sony own. They can say
they own a huge
right.
market.
And actually, what had happened, what I've understood, because I looked into it, like, why did they never do anything else? For the longest time, Sony just kind of shelved that whole Dark Cloud. They shelved it. I don't exactly know why. If there was another title that they were wanting to push out there, which is probably what it was. There was some type of competitor that they wanted to push a little bit more. But Rogue Galaxy was the response. So technically, Rogue Galaxy is Dark Cloud 3. But they changed the name.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yep. They changed the name of it, and I don't know if it was in a way to move away from that restriction or not. But yes, that is what that is. Uh-huh. They did come out with a cooler, pretty cool game too. I was about to say cooler, but it's not as cool. White Knight Chronicles.
Yeah,
that was a pretty fun game. And again, well, look at Fable. Fable's had how many different games that just got shelved, midway through production, and then just like shelved. And we've heard from Lionsgate a few times, if I'm not mistaken, that they were kind of used somewhat as like guinea pigs for systems for other video games. Like, what was that? Xbox Move or whatever that, Kinect or whatever that was. So they were like, we need you to make an entire game based off of this, but in the Fable universe. And then that wasn't selling, so like, can that?
Yep.
So that type of stuff happens all the time. I mean, you can look at that, and a lot of that type of stuff probably happened with the Dragon Age. They went through so many different identity crises because I want to say after Inquisition, the game that they were working on was going to be a live service where there was a hub world involved, but it was like a co-op type thing. Where it was pretty much Anthem. it was almost exactly Anthem. You go out to the overworld, you come back for missions. But they seen how Anthem worked, and it just wasn't growing great. So that whole situation got canned. Do we have 70 yards?
Oh, Maddie.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Did you give up? Is one person? Yeah,
yeah.
They
You
are.
can just spam it.
That's awesome. I was like, what is going on? That's so crazy. But yeah. Anyways, those types of things happen in this industry, especially once you get under certain people, right?
Well,
that's why for our company, we're probably not ever going to be selling or anything, you know.
Going back to like systems being blocked, though, I feel like that's why, because Pokemon can't patent their idea here in the United States. They did in Japan, and that's why they're fighting Pal World on it, because Pal World's in Japan, and so they're winning that. There you go.
What is that?
I think it's hand emojis. I can't.
Oh, that's cool.
It's hard to see.
Hello. Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Yeah, they're soon over there. I seriously believe, because I think there's actually games out there that are using not like the code of the Nemesis system, but like the idea of the Nemesis system.
Well,
and not
I know of
that.
one specifically. I know of one that uses a similar system, but it's not exactly. Thank you. We appreciate that. We try.
I'm worried that I can't see it.
Oh, it says, "Hi, you're doing great."
I figured it, but it's kind of hard to see at first.
What's Warframe?
Yeah,
with their lich system.
I told you.
Yeah, they're using some of it, but I don't think it's nearly as much there might be aspects of it that they can't use or they're not able to incorporate.
Well,
Or they moved away from it. They figured out a way to actually use the system.
the problem is, and one of the things, you have to go to court to battle the idea of this, but you can't steal their code. First of all, that
Right.
is actual
Yeah,
patent
yeah, yeah.
law issue.
Yeah.
You can't own an idea though. Typically,
Well, yeah.
you can own a. It's kind of weird because there's like a big long gray line, and I'm not obviously a lawyer by any means, but it's like you can own. How do I say the configuration to the idea, like that way of the idea of working, essentially.
You talk about like a concept.
Yeah, like for instance, the thing that's holding the phone right there. Like you can patent that and say I own the idea to this, but it doesn't mean it can't stop other people from making the same phone holder. It's just they have to come up with a different way to
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah,
Different
I'm
material,
not
different
sure.
design
Plus,
process.
patents and copyrights are different too. So that's a different system.
Well, copyright is
Like for us, like a patent is like a
patent is saying I own the idea.
a physical thing. That's a
Mm.
patent. Yeah, I think so. And
Oh.
then the
Is it?
you could get a copyright of your art or whatever. I want to say patents are more, or it's one of those things that it's like that's a physical creation that you've made. I was looking that up because technically we should probably do something for nullified.
Patent protects inventions and new processes.
Yes.
While copyright
Original
protects
works.
original
See what I'm
works
saying?
of authors. Right. Yeah. But patents are
It's an invention, like you're saying this.
Yeah.
That's an invention. This is a original work.
right.
So those are the two differences. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for us, or for, no, I don't know what code would be considered because it's not an
It's a
invention. I feel like it'd be a copyright though.
No, it's a patent. It's a process to get to a step. But usually people don't patent their code. It's like how can you patent a code? It's quite hard to do.
But you could copyright it because you could copyright this.
I don't think you can copyright it though,
Why not?
because code is there's only so many ways to code something. It's just like music. It's the same theory that people have been fighting about with music.
Yeah,
early on,
right.
Is there's only so many ways to make so many chords
Mhm.
in music, so you can't own chord progressions because those chord progressions there's only so many of them, and once you've hit that limit, you've hit that limit.
Right, but there is a distinction between, like, oh, for instance, which they probably bought it or whatever they did. The new song that's out, Anxiety or whatever that's called. It is the background music is
Oh, I
just
hate
somebody that
that.
you used to know.
I hate
It's
that.
exactly that. They
hate
changed
that.
nothing
I know,
with it.
I hate it.
So I have to imagine they spent money to buy that or the license for it or whatever.
Right, but you can't straight copy it something either. Like you can have chord progressions that are similar, but you can't take the entire melody because that in itself is a copyrighted song.
But you could buy a license to use said thing,
Right.
which is a
Different.
copyright type
Yeah.
situation, right?
Yes, that is
Licensing.
Copyright. That's copyright because that is an original work.
So why does code not work that way?
I guess because people don't typically copyright something. Because here's the thing, like one of the biggest things is variable names. Like people are gonna name variables different things,
Yeah.
and that already is like starting to get down a slippery slope. And then you have different casings. So you have snake casing, camel casing, other weird ways of doing.
Why is
yeah.
it what?
Camel casing is when you do lowercase beginning word, and then when you compound a word, you can't put a space in between it or a dash. What you do is you just uppercase the next like compounded word. So like if you were saying
So weird.
blue towel was the variable, you would write blue lowercase, and then when you got to towel, you would write capital T and then write towel. You wouldn't space it, you wouldn't dash it or nothing. It would be all one word, but you would uppercase the T. Now snake casing is different because when you write blue towel, you would write capital B and then blue and then capital T towel.
Gotcha.
And then there's other ways that
You
can
know-
develop your own scenario.
You know what makes you cooler than me?
What?
The fact that you want to learn art. There's no part of me that will ever comprehend what the hell you just said. I don't want to. Like, it's so hard to be able to be like, yeah.
That's just writing, though.
Yeah, well, true. But the fact that you're like, hey, I also want to know how to do some art because it's going to help you out. I don't have that in me of like, oh, I'm going to learn some coding to help you out. No. Just no. You know what I mean?
It's a different mindset.
It is for sure.
It's a logical,
Yeah.
really.
I find it
process.
so hard to reach for those types of branches. Like, it's bad. I play quite a bit of, D&D every once in a while, every Friday. I'm terrible at simple math, dude. Like, but I won't figure out a way to get better at it.
I wouldn't even say it's technically a math thing. Like,
But it's a logic thing.
it's a logic. It is.
I just when
If
it comes to
this,
logic
then
stuff,
that. It's a cause and effect scenario. That's all it is. Straight cause and effect. Like, if you flip that light on, what is going to happen? Like,
no,
what
it's
is this thing what's in between it? Why did the lights not come on?
yeah. Like I said, to me, that stuff is the closest thing to this world's version of true magic. You know what I mean?
It's funny because I view it completely opposite.
Yeah, no, like to me, it's like you are making something literally function out of letters and numbers, and now something is actually functioning. Like that's some magic, mystical stuff.
Well, you know what's funny about that though? Is it? And I was actually talking to my aunt about this because she learned like original coding, like.
I think that's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, yeah. You don't worry about the hand just yet. Just the placement, like because he's gonna be basically this hand's gonna have his weapon. Because I don't know really what you call it, bladed staff, if you want to, and then the other hand will be casting. So we're gonna see his this like that. I think the other way that I had it, he was casting something into the blade, which I also think is pretty dope.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen him do that yet, so I'm saving it for issue 2. I think because I think at page 3, we was it page 3? What was it? No, page 4 is what I was working on last week, right?
Yes, page 4.
So in page 4, you actually see, hey. So this one is going to the
YouTube. And Twitch, yeah.
Oh, and Twitch. Okay. Cool. Wait. So what's the viewers up there? Is that for both?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll get those numbers up one day. Maybe. Yeah, we'll actually see Marcus casting something into his other hand. The next book. That's one thing that I'm trying to work on is what kind of spells can he cast? What type of spells would he cast? It's kind of a wide thing, and there's quite a few different nullified that try to do different types of things. For instance, Ghost, her entire thing is open up portals and summoning her own weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, which I already have an illustration of her kind of doing that. So I don't want to have Marcus do that because it's kind of stealing what she does.
Yeah.
But Marcus, his fighting style itself is supposed to be his separation from the rest of the nullified. He's more of a martial fighter, and he's on his feet thinking. What's the hardest part about making a comic from scratch? I think the hardest part is, if you were to ask me about the first book, it would have been about actually figuring out how to transform images into story. It's kind of a cool little process there, but beforehand I was just drawing like illustrations of people. It was very static poses, which means they were just like standing there. That was about it. But being able to tell a story using only a 2-dimensional space and limited wording, because you only have so much,
space.
Yeah, just space
Real
in
estate.
Real estate. That was the word I was trying to think of. That makes it a little tougher, So from scratch, playing the movie in your head or whatever it is, watching the shows and stuff like that, and figuring out the cameras to be able to tell the story in a very limited amount of space. You have, you know, 24 to 32 pages or whatever. Or if it's a mini comic, then even less than that. So there's a lot that you need to get across. Yeah. So I think that might be the hardest part. Then after that, it's actually finishing the thing. I forgot the number, but it's somewhere around like 70 something % of books don't get made, is what I was told.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right? So being able to have a finished product, you know, we're showing off a little bit because, I mean, we're already in the top 20 whatever percent of that is 30 whatever, I don't know. Again, math, you do that.
Math.
So finishing the product always going to be tough because it's easy, as we know, to start projects, but to get to the finish line,
it's a whole other level.
Whole different game. So those are the two things that I would say are the hardest. Second guessing is also up there too, because I am terrible. Actually, that's what I'm doing right now. I had some sketch of this variant cover, but I just did not like the way it was panning out. So, you know, we're switching it up. This is here actually. So it was the pose. I just didn't like it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like it.
Really?
I didn't. Yeah. This is what I was gonna do today. Is just do the line art for that and call it a day. But I don't know. That it was not calling to me. So
It's interesting.
I think what it was is it doesn't. The legs don't make sense enough for me, and I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it. The body doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, so we just changed.
But your body.
So now, I mean that looks believable to a degree, I would say. You got any of the others?
What do you mean?
Questions?
Oh, I got a bunch.
You got a bunch?
I got a bunch for you.
That's so cool, dude. How long have we been going so far?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. I think right now I'm in a state of like, I don't want to draw the head.
He's been headless for a while.
Yeah, I gotta fix that. We'll do a loose one and then we'll get in there and figure out what's actually need to happen. I am not great with fully understanding the way systems work yet. You know, I do a lot of stuff by like, you know, eyeballing whatever. So sometimes my anatomy suffers because of it, and I have to go back and figure out what's actually happening, or ask people, "Hey, why does this look this way?" That's a big thing. Is being able to just take criticism or critique from people and be like, "Hey, this actually doesn't look like you're trying to make it look." Listen to that and figure out how to fix it. I think is pretty important. And by pretty important, I mean extremely important. Then again, you have to be somebody that's willing to take that type of stuff without it like bothering you too deeply, or just find people that can tell you like the way that you need to be told. For me, I don't technically hate the idea of somebody like, "Hey, that just outright is not working. That kind of sucks, dude." That to me is not like okay, I guess I'm just gonna erase this. That was real loud. That to me is like more of a, all right, cool. So now I'm gonna figure out how to make this thing look a little bit more the way I'm wanting it to. Some people, you know, and this is fair. Like they hear that and it's like, no, this is terrible. My idea is bad, and I hate this. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
I'm just not one of those types of folks. If you tell me that I suck or whatever like that, then my entire new goal is to prove you wrong. Like that's my mission in life is to be like,
I just
Cool.
get down on myself.
yeah, no, I get angry and like,
I just agree with you. Nah,
yeah,
nah, no, I suck.
I know, I'm sorry for taking up your time.
I'm sorry.
But no, that's just not the way to grow, you know. For me, it's all about hearing either you can be better or this is dope, but that hair is not working.
I wouldn't say there's any moments you need to fix it fast.
Huh?
What's a moment you're proud of from the book?
From the book
Mm.
itself,
Mm-hmm. Or like a piece you did for the book.
I think, like I had said, I believe before, I say like I said a lot, but I talked to so many people about this. On here, I probably have to. Anyway, the one moment that I really wanted to come across, like the strongest, and my most proud, is whenever you first see Marcus. I want that to be such a moment for me to like come back to and be like, yeah, that was cool. That's the way that I introduced him, you know. It's such an important thing, is because like Marcus is extremely important to me. His story is so important to me. So like his, first appearance in the book, I want to be, if not equally, just somewhere around that type of way. So as far as like proudest things from the book, it'd probably be proudest panels. It'd probably be the intro to Marcus.
No. When he's like that one piece that
He's
drew
coming
up.
out of the cave.
Mhm.
Yeah. As we see, because I
Because
think
it was like
that's
one of
the
the
main
first
mark.
things you shared to me.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like I want this to be just like this whole page, and whenever I get better, we'll go back to that moment and be like, oh, I could have done that. Actually, I did a pose recently that I liked more, where he looks a little bit more aggressive, assertive. I showed it to you. I sent you 3 of them so you can do that little animation thing. That you're talking about.
Yeah.
But him walking out of the thing,
Yeah.
that's the whole thought of that.
I still gotta do that, dude.
I'm excited to see how that turns out, buddy.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. You need to make some backgrounds that I can make move. But what's a scene or moment that you almost cut out of the book, but then we're happy you made that you put it in there? Or maybe just a scene that you almost cut in general.
There's a whole back of the book that I cut, because I was like, if I show this off now, it's too early. Ran out of pages.
Mm-hmm.
So the scene that I almost cut, I don't really know. I guess showing off the more of the fighting, especially towards the back end of the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I showed off as much as I did, but there was a point where I was almost going to end it with the reveal.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was
But
good to start.
showing a few of the fights of like where maybe it's not going Marcus's way, showing that off in the first book, so that whenever you pick up the second book, you just jump right into the action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
I can see that. I feel like it's hard.
It's
in
all
a comic book to showcase a story so quickly.
Yeah.
And get people's attention.
And obviously, the more that we do these books, and the further we get, the easier that whole process becomes of like what we show, what we spend time on, and what we kind of like. All right, we don't have to look into this too much. Yeah, those types of situations, those get easier with just knowledge. So,
well, like even like you think about like one book, because like I've been dealing with this with like making the shorts for the stuff that we're doing. You have to hook somebody. Now, granted, shorts are a little different than a comic book, but like it's still the same effect. Like your comic book has to hook them to a certain extent. Like they have to feel.
For sure.
It has to give them enough to want to like pick up the second book.
And that's the way that I ended the book.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I ended this book. Here's the thing. Marcus's story has never been told. The world of Nullified has never been seen. Nothing in the stuff that I've done has been looked upon. So, what that means is it's all a test. Do people actually care about looking at the story?
Mm-hmm.
So the way that I do my book is, well, maybe we leave it to a spot where you kind of want to look at least at the second book to see if it's worth anything. You know what I mean? It was a little cheeky for me to do it that way. I understand, but I figured it was the best way to not have just a full package book right out the gate. You finish your entire plot. Instead we leave it at point A to point. Out of ABC, we leave it at B.9, or you know what I mean. Like we almost finish out the book, but you still have to look at that second issue to finish that part of the story.
I do those late night streams on TikTok, messing around with it occasionally, and one of the things I talked about was trying to get that hook that gets people within 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah, which none of that type of stuff I really understand.
Well, it's the same thing with the book. Like, what panels are you going to show that's going to hook somebody and get them intrigued into the story?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's exactly the same thing. It's like, how do I showcase what I want here and get people excited about the next chapter?
Absolutely. And hopefully we've done that pretty okay with this first book, which you've read it. You've seen it and stuff. And we're at least enough for sure that people might like this thing that we're putting out on Kickstarter. And enough people, now, given a lot of those people know us, they are also interested to see what else the story has to offer. And again, I mean, on that Kickstarter, anybody that does get into it and stuff like that, at this point, it's just about choosing something for you to look at the book. Yeah. Like our lowest one is I think $10 or something like that, and that's with shipping. So it's like, again, at this point, it's not about can y'all please get us to our goal so we can actually get the books out. It's about how many books can we get to people. If you are interested in Nullified, the best way to get into it is just by ordering it right then and there, because we don't have a way to do shipping or ordering
is a big,
we don't really have an ordering system
to do that
past this Kickstarter. So if you have any type of interest, either hit us up on one of these things or order the book right then and there.
Look, see, we lose like on TikTok shorts, you lose like 3 people within 3 seconds, or half the audience in 3 seconds.
Gotcha.
So it's like, how do you capture that audience in 3 seconds?
Yeah. Now, something that's obviously fighting us a tad bit here, but also is really cool to see, is the fact that we've been at this thing. Me and you, we've been doing this development stuff for years now. We're fairly used to doing the work. What we're not used to doing is sharing the work. So in the past 2 months now, since the Kickstarter's gone, we're sharing the work, and so we're kind of catching up. We hadn't showed anything yet, so this is the fact of building any type of presence online. We didn't have really we had the Facebook page, but we weren't hitting on there.
Yeah, the thing was like dormant. That thing was
super dormant. We just weren't doing anything with anything. So now we're actually showing stuff off. We're talking to people. We're going out there and doing some stuff. So we're building the audience.
It's hard.
And it's only been 2 months. So I would say, I'm curious why we're feeling this way. And I feel like the reason why is because technically me and you, impatient, ambitious, but me and you have been doing this thing for a long time. And so we're like, well, where is everybody at?
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is we didn't show any of that.
Never shared it.
Just now showing it.
Can't get an audience if you don't actually put your stuff out there in front of people.
Exactly.
And let them see it
and
explore it.
2 months, and we've gotten this type of stuff. I mean, yeah.
That was a comment.
Oh, that's so cool. Graduate artist student going into comics and love your channel. That is amazing. Yeah, so that's where this whole thing started too. I went to the local art school here, which I love. Absolutely. The way that I learn the best is by being as connected as possible. So the smaller, the better. And yeah, I absolutely love like hearing from people who are fresh out of college doing something. I was talking to Brayden about it.
Yeah.
For me, the best experience that I've ever had was this book. Before this book, your family and friends are like, "Oh, your stuff is so cool. You're so cool and stuff." But that's as far as it goes until you challenge yourself with an actual product. So the only way to really learn something is to make something
Share it.
and share it out there and let people see it. Don't be afraid of that type of
You know, it's funny.
fear. Don't be afraid of that fear. That's funny.
It's funny is I still haven't done that.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, you're getting closer.
Oh, with the card game, yeah.
Yeah.
I fear more about video game stuff.
Video games
That's
is going to
scary.
be so hard for us.
It's so scary.
But, yeah, I mean, since you're the main developer with the video games, I'm the artist there, which is the way that we need to have it anyways. I mean, I need to leave the developing side of stuff to you, but the art stuff to me.
And then we just need a designer.
Honestly, yes. I am not
I'm
a great designer.
Yeah.
But we have people in our life that are really good designers. My fiance, she's a great designer.
Yeah, but she ain't gonna do like the game design.
No, she won't do that.
Layout, designs.
But that again, that
Screen
is
layout designs.
that's some stuff that we're looking at. I mean, we're trying to rope our buddy in. Maybe not for
It's not
design,
gonna do
but for other products and stuff like that. But you know, we could talk with the school. I mean, they're the school of art and design, so there's quite a few great designers coming through there. I don't know if they have projects to work on, so hopefully we can give them some stuff to work on. So. I didn't realize I raised my eyebrow so much. After watching that, I was like, I really raised them
Don't
suckers.
shy away from it. It's fine.
Whatever.
Something that
I
I
mean,
think's
it's just what it's
funny.
gonna be.
Something I think's funny is actually from the short that we uploaded today. I was actually talking to Kaylin about it, who edited these. I don't know if you knew this. She edited both of these.
That's awesome.
So
They look really good to me.
the first few seconds of this, I was like, the audio doesn't match what's actually being said. She said, yeah, because it's not actually what you said. I was like, oh, really? She's like, yeah. She's like, but you don't open your mouth a whole lot when you talk. So I thought I could get away with like just putting audio over top of it. I said, it's really funny because I've always noticed that like when I talk, I don't mouth the word.
Do I?
Enough that
Just
you
enough.
You can tell. Like,
Why is this
especially-
here? I'm to the point now where I'm frustrated with it.
Just move
It
it.
keeps touching me and I don't want it.
Pick it up and move it.
Sorry. You don't have to. You don't have to get up. And
No, it's still.
That was-
trying to put that tripod on it.
Oh yeah. I forgot why that was there. That was ADD full on. Just like finally having enough of that. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just thought.
So I do it just enough. Open.
yeah,
Mouth.
like, obviously you can't see this, but if you check out the TikTok clip, you'll see it. So like you're just enough, like you can actually,
Oh,
see it,
yeah,
especially when
yeah.
you're actually talking about something. But I, for some reason, do this right here. It's like very like.
Well,
like, I don't
maybe it's
mouth it.
because you're reading it, so you're reading it. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably it.
Because I don't know if you have that same issue if we're just talking.
Probably not. No,
I
probably
didn't.
do. I
Another
probably
thing
do.
that I noticed from this too is I move a lot, and also my accent. I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, no, don't even worry about that. I have the same issue.
I'm not worried about it. It's just something that I am now aware of.
I'm now aware of.
And then I'm like, I was just talking to my fiance about this before going. I was like, man, I need to make sure that I look at least a little decent. Because I was like, do just what do I wear? You know. But
I just do this.
yeah, no, I got my awesome Witcher shirt on. This makes me happy. It's like old school '80s vibe, but it's the Witcher.
It really does look 80s vibe.
It is
looks
because
like
of the
a-
metallic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
an old school '80s like punk rock band or a hair band or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's The Witcher, so it's like my favorite shirt.
That's funny.
Well, I should do that with Nullified. That'd be cool. I want a coffee. Huh? Oh no, yeah, that'd be great. But I was talking about I want a coffee brand of Nullified.
Oh.
I think that'd be super cool to have a roast. It's just like the source. Brian said it's a bad idea though, so we can't do it. Yeah. Yeah, I have to go get a pizza. I do. I have to. 'Cause... No. Before you even talked about pizza, Kayla was like, "When you get home, can you on your way home, can you pick up a pizza?" She's actually probably laughing and happy that we didn't get one. Like, haha. So what was up with that pizza, anyways? Yeah,
Pizza places.
the one she tried to.
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't good. She spit it out. Like, I've never seen her spit something out before. Like, unless it wasn't cooked, she just straight spit it out. Yeah.
I seen her do it once with chicken strips.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, no, that's garbage. I agree. I think we could all agree on that. I need to follow our Twitch. Well, we are now. From here on, we're going to be doing Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all that type of good stuff. And we're going to say either weekly or bi-weekly. What were we saying?
After the Kickstarter,
Yeah.
It will probably be. I would probably say bi-weekly, not monthly. Probably maybe bi-weekly. It depends. I would say at least once a month, maybe try to do bi-weekly.
Well, I'd say more than a month. I don't think that we're going to pick up a lot of people if we don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I am following. No, I mean, thank you. I appreciate that. Good.
Not good.
Ooh. That's some bean power, baby. That's going in a clip. I know it. All right.
That's funny. Bean power.
That's bean power. That's what we run on. Whenever I'm at the portal, it's like a running joke that, like my character in that universe, and his name is Wolf, and he's like all about coffee beans. He's always picking them up. That's his rations and stuff like that. And he's a super fast character, so like everybody's like, he's just jittery. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
But that actually, so much so that for Christmas they actually got me a gift. Sorry.
I would give you one of these, but I didn't have a second one.
No, you're good. You're good. I like the bean power. It's not sweet at all. It's more like slaps you across the face. But it's good. So first off, they gave me this cool bag.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it?
It's
Cool,
almost
coin
like
pouch.
what the pouch is. I was thinking about doing for the promo stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool. These are pretty easy to actually make, but not like this. It would be cool to start sending out some of these things, though. Check this out.
Wow.
They got coffee beans in them.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah, like I said, we play... Oh, look at these things. How cool are those?
Oh, that's wild.
I don't know if that picks up at all anywhere. There it is.
There's one. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a goodie bag thing you could get for a D&D right now. And like in each one of them, there's my coffee dice. I love them. They come with a coin, so you get a set of dice and a
That's
coin.
cool.
And there's like an ultra rare coin, the Vecna. It's like
What is that?
I forgot how much David said that coin's going for right now.
Where you can get that at? What is it? D&D?
Yeah, it's a D&D. What was it called? They do like a D&D mystery dice box. Not mustery.
Nope, it's too late. It's going in.
That's it.
Damn, that's $8. $20 for one?
Yeah, no, I mean, we went to Princeton and they were, I don't think they were $20. I think it was like 15 there. They had like a whole box. And so Which I'd be interested in looking up is the Vecna coin. I would type in the mystery dice Vec. I think is this what's called.
I don't even know how it's spelled.
CNA, I think.
N-A.
Yeah.
Coin.
You were terrible.
It's this little bitty like thing. Hush.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I had heard that it's super rare though, and like it was going for like either hundreds or 1,000. I couldn't remember. What do you think of this Marcus?
I think that's good. Yeah.
It's the leg, yeah. I don't know why it's so hard today, but every once in a while you have days like this.
It's a water. It's interfering with your signals.
Yeah, well, something. Or just the fact that I've had like the worst sinus issues. I think these storms brought something, or like kick
Like
some
shit, yeah.
kick some stuff up.
It's
So,
spring.
like,
It's just spring. That's how it is. It's like that every time.
dude. But on top of that, again, these storms are like just blowing.
It's because you got like the pollen like
Mhm.
coming up, and then the rain just like
Yeah.
so it's just like fucking you up real good.
Yeah.
It always is like that.
I hate it.
I don't feel like this is a valid question for you.
Yeah.
Is there a character you wish you had gotten more spotlight? I don't feel like that's valid for you. 'Cause I mean, the whole point was that Marcus was.
Well, okay,
Good
so with the
story.
first book, I wanted to spend some time with the preamble of like what happened with the world, but not enough, right? So there's quite a bit of Dimitri's story that was out. There's a lot of Astrid, actually, yeah, Astrid. The relationship between Astrid and Marcus really doesn't be able to develop in the book because it's page 13 through, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
I really only was able to give them one page together.
That's exactly what I was talking about with you before, though. Was like, it's so hard to show what you want to show in a book because that, and going into what we were talking about with what's going to happen in 2, I feel
got
like
an idea.
You need more. Like, it's like I wish there was more way that you could. Like, honestly, it would have been really cool if you would have been able to had like 3 books of a small little journey with them.
Yeah,
together,
for
you know
sure,
what I'm saying?
for sure. But this is the thought with them, anyways. Like, you will,
Right.
you will. It's just the development of it isn't exactly something that is a common route. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This story, while it shares quite a bit of similarities with a lot of the stuff that I show, or not I show, but that we have out here, I wanted to find a way to mix it up a little bit more. The biggest thing that I'm trying to come across with this is what does it take to remain human in this world that is trying to make you into something else. So in that type of spirit, I've been trying to think of what that means to Marcus himself. The trials and tribulations that he's going to have to face to remain human. Not only to remain human, but a champion of humanity. That has to be tested. I talked to you about this, I guess, in the last one, or maybe it was
Probably
a phone call.
Yeah.
No, we were discussing, like, who wins in a fight, Marcus or.
Yeah.
So the big thing with this character is he's not overpowered. He's not the person that's like one punching everything. He's not the person that's just blasting everything out of into outer space. Instead, he adapts. So he's going to have to adapt to hard situations, to terrible creatures that are way stronger than him, to things that are better than him. It's all about adapting to the next thing for him. So he's not overpowered. So in that type of way, you throw whoever you want to at him, and they will probably beat him handedly off the bat. but he will find a way to adapt to that. I guess in that type of way, he's a little overpowered. But like I said, for him specifically, he's supposed to be what it means to be human in this world of Elatris. So one of the coolest things that we are as a species is adaptable. And so, since I think that that's such a universal gift and a powerful one, that's what I wanted to give him as like a straight up superpower. Not as in like the character from Darwin, or not the character from Marvel named Darwin, I think, but in like a metaphorical type of way. What? This hard day. I'm glad that you were all here to witness it too.
Yeah, everybody that's on.
Yeah, it's just being able to witness me just.
I'm gonna tell you right now though, I don't think the counter over there is working.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, you said Caleb was on earlier watching, and that thing didn't show anybody.
Oh yeah, and then Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally, like, will show somebody, but I don't think it's actually working. So, yeah, if you're actually in the TikTok chat,
Yeah.
you can ask questions for sure.
I mean, that's the hope eventually that we do enough of these that where people want to tune in to see what we're up to.
I would like people just to ask, like, be able to ask questions about just art stuff in general.
Yeah,
or
I mean, absolutely. I know that
creative
this is our
that
focal
works.
point right now because we have this project coming out. But way past even my stuff, more importantly, y'all stuff, everybody's stuff.
That's what I'm hoping to inspire from, situations like this where you're drawing in a setup
Yeah.
like this, because hopefully people would be willing to ask questions about their own stuff,
Yeah,
or just general processes.
We were just talking to our buddy Braden, who we've mentioned before.
Yep.
Who's going to start working on his own project. And what we have said is our business isn't to take your ideas, it's to enhance and to allow you to create your stuff.
Mhm.
So, to be a place that people feel safe enough to share their worlds and their ideas, that's the thing that we're trying to foster and to create. By doing so right now, what we're trying to do is show off some of the oh, this is a terrible day for art. Like the behind the scenes type of stuff that sometimes you don't get to really see from
or
other
the things that people
creators.
struggle with and they don't get to ask questions about. Or they
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. So I mean, like, we're not perfect beings, and our studio isn't a perfect thing. Instead, it's real. There's not a lot of filters. Is there any filters on this? I don't think so. Anyways, my point being is, we're just trying to show off the fact that, like, this studio is with whoever's wanting to share it with us.
Yeah. I had a question I was wanting to ask you.
Okay.
What's something in the world of Nullified that's mysterious on purpose? I'm curious to hear your answer on that.
Mysterious on purpose.
Mysterious on purpose.
All of it.
I don't think that's a valid question to answer. I mean,
no. So I guess
I feel like it's gonna be hard for you to answer that, but
the source itself is supposed to be mystical and mysterious because of its power itself. What it means to be human is supposed to be mysterious. The group itself, the only thing that's supposed to be clear is they'll nullify themselves. They have a mission that is understandable. Whether you agree with it or not, their mission is to stop these things from taking over humans. They want to, save people from becoming monsters. That's the only thing that's not mysterious in this universe. But we'll mess with, like,
I would say the source is mysterious on purpose.
yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think I said that.
Yeah.
That's like the overall thing. which we're talking about certain things. It's more of a just I hope I can actually show it so that people don't have to rely on us saying it live to come across in the story.
Just
but
order
we'll
book
just
1
see.
and 2 when it finally comes out.
Yeah, I think after book 2 things will be more clear.
Or if you really want, you can just wait until you do. What's it? I think I said it's called an omnibus or something, where you have like multiple comics in one book.
So after we get to the 6th book, we will be combining those 6 books into one, like a graphic novel style thing.
Isn't that because you said the 6th book you were going to try to end an arc?
Yeah, so I call it act. Like if you're
Act.
thinking of like a play or something like that. So the first 6 books in this are Act 1, and then the next 6 will be Act 2, and that's just going to continue to go on until I guess I can't do art anymore. While
What?
yeah, no, I want to continue to do Nullified while we're doing our other project.
Until you can't do art anymore. Like,
Yeah, as in like I'm gone, like something's taking me out. You know what I mean? This is like the world that I have developed. I want to keep playing in that way.
You're gonna keep making Nullified. So Nullified will be One Piece.
Yeah, I mean, in some type of form or fashion. Now, does it follow the same Marcus character all the time? No. There'll be main lines that'll follow him, but like we're gonna explore other locations, other people, other journeys.
That's funny.
Yeah, no. And then we have our own projects that we're gonna be working on as well that might or might not be important to the universe of Nullified.
Yeah. It's funny because we keep hitting on this thing that the next question keeps popping up, which is like, why did you start the studio? Which we've already like kind of answered quite a few times.
Yep, we have. If anybody's curious about that, yeah, you could either go back and listen to us, or we should probably make like I don't know if we have a mission statement out there yet, or
we
what.
don't have a mission statement. We have a video that says what is King Panda Studio.
Yeah.
I mean, because essentially it's a studio that me and you wanted to create so we could make our own stuff. And then as we thought about it, we were like, oh yeah, like other people around the local area really want to get into this industry also.
Yeah.
We could just make King Panda Studio a place for them to come.
Yes.
And we could try to help build.
The most important part is the fact of those people that are wanting to do that, we are not taking their worlds. Those are theirs.
Yeah.
We are only going to be taking as much as we need to be able to develop and continue to help other people.
Our goal, I would say, is just to bring the industry here.
Yeah. Just bring new, fresh ideas out there for people, I mean, we have AAA companies. We have Marvel. We have DC. We have other indie developers that are doing some killer works too and stuff. But we just want to see more stuff. So lots of people around here and in the area, or I mean, the person that made the maps, I'm not exactly sure where they're from, but I don't think that they're from here. So we're not only locked to the model radiuses around us, but to anybody that wants to come to King Panda from across wherever you are. We're just saying the fact of
there's not a lot.
If you don't know what to do, and you don't want to find somebody that might rob you, you can come to us because we don't know how to rob people anyways.
You meet us in an alleyway.
Yeah.
We're not gonna rob you.
We won't rob you. We'll just ask if you're doing okay and if you need some directions. Now we want to see people being able to feel secure enough to make their own stuff. That's the big overall thing.
What's it like trying to build from nothing?
It's the coolest thing in the entire world. It's the closest we come to becoming God.
Interesting answer.
No, but for real, it's kind of a cool thing. I prefer starting off with not a whole lot, and then being able to create things is a powerful thing. Like I said, you as a coder, you have magic. This is how I create magic.
I think what's hard trying to build from nothing is trying to get an audience.
No.
Do the marketing, doing the social media, learning how to do that.
Yeah.
Like we're doing now. Trying.
Well, I mean, I think that
Persistence is key.
yeah. Yeah, so like the whole reason why we're doing the book now and stuff, I said this last week, is the fact that you are willing to do it. I
Hi.
just don't want to do it. So the fact that you were actually willing to do stuff that progresses us is like marketing and all that type of stuff, all that. Yeah.
Nikki actually said that today. She said, "I didn't know you knew how to like." She said, "I'm surprised you like are doing marketing and stuff and like you're figuring that out."
No,
Isn't
yeah.
that what you say? Something like that. She didn't know I knew how to market. I was like, I don't really know.
Well,
I'm taking a good stab at it.
You're doing a good job if you ask me. And like
Or the best
you're doing the thing that you're supposed to do, which is reference, just figuring out how other people do it and just follow kind of what their example is.
I'm really critical or analytical about other works. Like, I don't have a strong desire to be a YouTuber,
Right.
but I analyze like their
The way it's
content
working
and
and
the
all
way
that,
they structure
Yeah.
stuff, and I watch people who talk about it. I don't want to technically be a streamer, but I watch a lot of people talk about how to be a streamer, and I feel like I could give you like tips on it. Even though I've never done it myself, so I'd be a hypocrite in that fact. But
Well, again, that goes to what we're trying to do too. If people are curious about, hey, that seems to be working for y'all. How did you do it? Well, you're taking steps to learn how to do it, so you can give that information to other people.
I'd say the one thing that I would struggle with, even say I could even give you advice on it, which is weird because it's really kind of just like whatever you want to do is a podcast. Like I couldn't tell you how to make your podcast better or what to do or even how to get started. Like that was something I have not really like studied a whole lot. Like analyze other people's podcasts.
You got to get dream guests on there first.
Yeah.
I
think it's a lot of just persistence is key though. Just keep
figuring out
posting
what's going to work for you. I
Well,
think
I
a lot
told
of
you,
it
like-
seems like it. A lot of it seems like it's just straight up luck.
It is. Everybody will tell you that. Even Mr. Beast will straight tell you it's luck.
Yeah.
It's this, and this, and luck.
Yeah.
Like do these things. Oh, and you also have to be lucky.
Yeah.
Like if you're not lucky, it's never gonna happen for you. And it's actually crazy the people who are out there trying to say that it's complete science. Like, oh, you just gotta have to know how to do it. Like, cause I could build a brand new channel and bring it up, the same way that my channel is. It's like probably not. I don't fully
Now he
believe
looks
that
like he's
at all.
taking a dump.
Like your experience obviously helps you, and yeah, you probably could grow a little faster, but your new channel that you create could pop off faster than your actual main channel if you were doing it as an experiment.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of that has to do with just luck. It doesn't have to really.
It's luck.
Yeah. It's just.
That's on anything too, though. We could make a game, or a comic or a card game, and it could just do it like it does in normal market. But if you get lucky,
Yeah.
and it pops, and that's what's also scary at the same time.
No, yeah. I mean, like the fact of the matter is, we're gonna be making things, and they might not pan out.
Happens.
It happens. Like this book, we're very lucky that we got the funding for the first one, which again, a lot of that is the people that want to see us, make it. They've helped out a lot in that type of way, but.
Good.
I'm trying to see what. Sorry. Oh, never mind. She got her own pizza.
Oh.
So I was just saying. She was trying to hear Everest. That's what it was. I was seeing what she was saying.
Yeah.
Um.
Little Caesars.
Sweet. That's the content that we've been missing. Hey, how's it going?
I think they're open? I have no idea. Not one bit. What's funny is it said that maybe I can't send back through this one. Okay. I didn't know if the chat would actually display right now on this one.
I can't do this other leg. I've been drawing it for the past 18 days. That's how long we've been live. I know it.
All right. Here's a
Yes.
good question.
Hit me with the
It's-
good question. If you,
what's-
I swear, if this is a bad question,
It probably.
I'm walking off. No, you're dead. Sorry, bud.
I don't know why they're all closed. I just want damn pizza. I don't know why everybody's got to be closed today.
Pizza sounds good.
Oh.
Well. Yeah, it's like
It's not a good excuse. He's got pizza.
I got here. No, Kayla did.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. It's not a good enough excuse.
Oh, whoa. No, I think that's Cody.
Oh.
Jeez, that Cobra works. My head did a little fuzzy fuzz.
What's coming next? Card game or game development?
What's coming next?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Like, are we waiting for the card game, or are we showing off the card game?
I mean, the card game, I guess, will be shown, but
Yeah, right.
is it gonna come next as a product that comes out? I don't.
I'll say this: the game plan at the moment that we're trying to accomplish, at least as far as I know, is next year around the same time we should be kickstarting issue 2. So I know at least by next year issue 2 will be kickstarted. What are we doing between then and there? I don't know as well. Because we had talked about potentially kickstarting the card game. But that's a lot of expense to go into that, and we just don't have a whole super lot of eyes on us just yet.
I don't know if I kickstart it, but I think we should just make it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And
We should have it ready to go
we
because we could have
yeah.
all the content, the promo content, and everything set up for it. And yeah, he said
Yeah.
it's Cody. Yeah, we could have all the content and everything created because we gotta like make all the pages and stuff for the Kickstarter, all the content, and all that.
Yeah,
like,
no, absolutely.
social
Like
media
that's gonna. I'm extremely excited about that one. You made a killer game, and I'm excited for other people to play it and to start riots with each other, break up friendships.
Shortly, you have to start a card.
Yeah,
You have to make
we
it.
hit that stretch goal, so we are doing a nullified themed card for your
Out of
card game.
everything, you have to make that one first. Is there another place open or something?
It's getting to the point now where pizza's calling to me, so that's what Ryan's saying.
Oh, that sounds good. Probably not. We'll just probably have to go with Nate. We'll have to follow him with a tow hitch so we can pull him out of the ocean.
Yeah, right. Yep. There were some moments there where I was like, I'm not getting off the side.
Do what?
Yeah, there we
you can
go.
float down the river.
Give me some floaty.
Yeah, you just put them up on your car.
Do I like this placement? Maybe that it's like more of like a pivot. Oh, God.
I don't know when Aether Forge may come out. There's just so many features that have to be developed for it.
That's broken. That's a broken leg.
That's a lot.
That way. Aether Forge is going to be interesting because we have not pushed out a game yet.
I want to make that one happen. Like, regardless, I just want to make that one happen.
Yeah.
And then I have an idea for a second one that I don't know how I'm gonna make it work. I don't even care if I just want to make it something, even if it's just itch.io testing.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for us to get more into some video game actions as well. I like what we did to start off, though, because we made a product that we can really give to the local community because it's a physical thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, starting with the comic and even the card games, the people that are going to support us the most right now is going to be the people that are around us. Online, we have to build that up, and it's going to take a lot of time. But we're able to go to conventions locally. We're able to go to shops locally and give them physical things. And I think that is a really cool thing to be able to deliver. We love the community that we're in. Again, we're strong proponents of. We want to you know, be a studio that's giving local people, you know, the ability to make their own stuff. So huge into community over here is what I'm meaning to say.
Mm-hmm.
So the products that we've started off with are physical things that we can give to this community. So I think that's pretty cool, is what I mean to say. And I think that it worked out the best for us because we don't know what's going to happen with the video game. If we could reach people or not. So
We never know if that's gonna happen.
no, but now we know at least it's going to reach the local people,
Yeah.
which is, you know,
And I already
Pretty cool.
have a second card game in the mind.
in the mind.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it now that I don't have Photoshop though.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna have to make it.
I don't know how I need to figure out a way to make the next card layouts and stuff.
Yeah. That's. You tell me which one we want to focus on because I feel like the card.
I want the card art done
I feel like that one would be cool.
because I don't have anything else to do on the card art or card game except for.
I
make the
know.
rules.
I just have to get that card art done.
You got a lot of art to do.
I got so much art to do that I'm like. Dude, well, you say that until I want to jump off of a pool noodle.
Jump off a pool noodle.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just being faced with like an onslaught of a lot of stuff. You know, it's a cool problem to have. I don't want to be like, oh, I got so much work. It sucks. Because hey, I got work. That's awesome.
It's where they can make you money too.
Which is also pretty good. But
And it's yours.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like you get royalty. Like it's not just a one-time payout. It's like
yeah, no.
It's like every time it's sold, it's yours.
Why do I hate this? Why is this being?
I personally think that you should have kept the original. I don't know why you changed.
Because I didn't like it.
I liked it.
I didn't like it.
Well, it's perfectionist mentality. Perfectionist mentality. Oh no. Yeah, you get so bothered by like
The perspective. Yeah, this perspective is off. I know. Like it's way off, and that's what's messing me up right now.
Well, even then, I still told you that like I don't know. It's just there is something odd about
There's
it.
something odd about it. It's just a thing.
Because like maybe it's like a hunch over. I don't know.
Well, this way it looks like he's using the bathroom. That's all I kept thinking is like it looks like.
Let me just take a shit.
Yeah, yeah, and I didn't like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, exactly. It's just yeah, I don't know. But the other one also, it's a leg situation. I didn't like the way the legs were working. That's why I didn't like it.
Maybe you should just draw it from a completely different angle and
Maybe.
maybe it should be like down here.
Race of the leg again. This is a bother.
Just make the variant cover top down.
Yeah, no, but the whole thing is with all the other covers, you can see I have hidden the feet, the bottom part. I just have every other cover.
I never
They don't.
noticed
Yeah.
that.
So that's why I'm making this so important. I'm like, all right, let's show off this part, but it doesn't want to work for me anymore. It's just fun. All right, let's erase this little leg here because I think that this leg works.
Ready for some rapid fire chaos.
You do that
That means you have to answer them in like
fast. All right,
30 seconds. Yeah.
I'm good at that.
Best superpower, worst superpower.
In the book or
No, just in general.
in general, flight is the worst.
Really?
Yeah, if you have nothing else going but just flight, it's terrible. You can't open your eyes. Open your eyes while the wind's blowing at you that fast. So you have to just kind of hover there.
Oh, your
See what I'm
eyes
saying?
would be adjusted.
No,
surely.
it wouldn't.
If you have the
You have no other power.
If you have the power to
This is supposed to be a
fly.
30-second
Sorry.
answer.
Best superpower.
Best superpower? I think luck.
I can see that.
It's gotta be the
I can
best.
see that.
Yeah. You're just gonna make the thing happen.
If Marcus had merch, what would it be?
T-shirts.
What food is definitely banned in the nullified universe?
People. Monsters. Don't eat monsters. They're people.
I can see that.
I mean, monsters are going to eat people.
That'd be weird. Yeah, if you eat a monster.
If you eat a monster, you're eating a person.
If you're a survivor and you're just like, I'm gonna eat the monster, you're technically a cannibal.
Exactly.
Cannibalism. Which character would get canceled on social media? The weird
I guess Dimitri.
Dimitri.
Yeah, he's all about being right.
Let's see. Already asked that. What would the source smell like in real life? Nah, describe it.
Describe
Tell
the
me,
smell.
would it smell like copper,
Would it smell like?
metal? Tin?
Yeah. Just.
What's it?
I don't have an answer. Coffee. I don't know.
It smells like coffee.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one. How does magic smell? Does
How would,
magic
how,
have
would,
a
how
scent?
would Marcus know that there's a monster? Does he smell the source? Like, what would it smell like? Would it smell like coffee?
No. So it's not like a matter of smell.
No, he's got to smell it. He's got to be able to smell it too.
It's a sense for sure, but it's like a source sensor. You know what I mean? You're source sensitive.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? I'm just struggling with legs today. I can't figure it out. So if you're interested in how not to do legs, you know.
What character or which character scared you the most while drawing? And I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna answer this for you, and that's this one right now.
Honestly, yeah, legs.
No, I would say an actual fear for you that I know is you have a fear of Dimitri and Marcus looking.
Yeah, so
Like-
similarities in pieces. That's pretty big. Now I don't know if you want to call that like a fear. Yeah, OMG legs, exactly. It's not working today. We've been at it for I don't know how long. How long now?
2 hours,
2
2.5
hours, and we can't get the leg.
Not we.
Just-
I can't.
Okay.
I can't draw.
Here you go,
anything.
bud.
Hey, you see my little bitty legs?
Ugh. I don't know why it's to be up higher above the one in front. That's not a power. Oh,
you
'cause
can
of
wear
light.
you can wear
Yeah.
goggles. You have a superpower.
Why are you messaging me and not just putting it into a chat? Because now I'm like having to check my phone. He's silly. But
Similarities.
similarities in between what now? What'd you say?
Dimitri and Marcus. That's your scary.
Yeah. No, but oh, gotcha. An actual monster design that kind of freaks me out though is the creature at the end of the book. I think it's terrifying.
What's the most badass thing that Marcus has done so far?
He cleaned that one his job, what he was sent out to do. He cleaned that quick.
Yeah, you don't even explore that though, do you? Doesn't he just come out of the cave? You don't know what you did. I can't remember.
No, it explains it.
I have bad memory.
He says like I was told the contractor or something had told me that you were once a blacksmith,
Okay, yeah.
and then he's like, "Let's put you to sleep," pretty much. I think he says, "Have you had enough?" or something like that.
This is a question me and you've actually talked about. We've actually discussed this a lot. What would the voice of Marcus in an animated version sound like?
Yeah. So again, it's such a weird thing. I think in the book he says bloody at one point, so my mind goes towards like Scottish or something like that, but like really like a lower kind of stoic grumbly type of voice, I would say.
Every time you say that and you say bloody, and you start
Bloody.
describing it, it reminds me of like the Fable, like how like was it British they were?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'd say bollocks.
did they?
In the third game, the
I
one
thought
of the
one
main
of them
guys
was
is
just like bloody,
Oh, wait a second.
real heavy.
Oh,
like,
wait a
country.
second. Oh, wait a second.
Uh-oh. It only took you 3
Oh,
hours.
wait a second. I think that I just had to angle that knee this way. Maybe that's the contention here, is the fact that I kept trying to put the knee there.
She called you out on it first too.
The knee in the back. Well, no, the knee in the back, because this leg is up, so it'd have... Oh, wait. I think the knee goes right there. Welcome, everybody. Watch me figure out legs finally.
You're gonna say, watch me whip.
Yeah. Now let's get dancy.
Watch me whip. I got this drawing figured out.
Yeah, I got this drawing figured out, so I'm a party. Yeah, so I think that he would sound kind of like Scottish. But I also like Scottish accents.
But now his leg is a little off, and it looks like he's in a more sitting position.
No, it doesn't. Stop it. You are not being kind. No, it looks like he's stepping up on something, I promise.
I think it's because you haven't drawn the other parts of the
Yeah,
scene
yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Or haven't displayed them.
Yeah.
Well,
It should look like it.
out of all the pages that you've drawn in the issue 1,
Mm-hmm.
what was the hardest page to draw?
I kept redrawing page 7 and 8. I got stuck on those 2 pages, and I still don't like the way they look.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yep. 7 and 8.
I want to know what those are now.
It's the one with Aegis, the chief, and like the transformation, the first transformation. The thing explodes. Flip them more. Flip them. Yeah, that page. Those
Really?
2. I could not figure it out.
I thought that looked good.
Well, you should see what they were.
Well, however you redrew them, they ended up turning out.
I'm redrawing them
better.
again. So like if and when I go back and redraw issue 1 because we've just gotten better or whatever, I've just got better. There's some like background stuff that it's not gonna be all just one plane type of situation.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna this isn't gonna look like it's just kind of like barely sticking out of the water, because if you see from them, like that's barely in the water. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be more
Like
angled
yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
I got you. I see that. Okay.
So that one got me, and then
You want to know why this is one of my favorite? I like this page layout.
yeah, I do
like
too.
the way you did this one.
Yeah.
And then you had I forgot
The
what you called it.
slant,
Yeah.
or whatever it is right there.
Mm.
The only thing that I would change is I would make it to where there's an actual line all the way through it, probably. Just make it a little bit more clear.
You know, something that I was looking the other day at one of the stores. I was looking at some of the books they had, and something I seen it was a graphic novel, obviously, so it's a little different. I was talking about characters coming out of the panels a bit, and in between the panel, they actually had a character that lived like
Yeah.
in between the panels, and it was protruding onto another panel, but it was kind of weird. I was like, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't do it all a lot, but it was interesting.
No, you do it for certain characters and certain scenes, and it's some stuff that we're messing with in issue 2, especially because like I think the first 12 pages is all just a fight.
Yeah.
So Marcus is going to be a little outside of the panels, showing like he's a little bit more important in that scene. Astrid will be have her moments of glory as well, like that.
This question is a dumb one. What did you do the second after you hit launch on Kickstarter? I immediately said, I'm so frustrated, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
We were doing the live event.
I was just Well, it was at the portal, so I was talking to folks. I think that we all have that caught.
Oh, that's a good one.
Pettiest reason I've redrawn something.
Yeah. Legs.
I don't know about petty. Like, I just thought it looked like not what I was wanting it to look like.
I would say that's like what it is. Like, what is one reason that you thought was such an insignificant reason to anybody else, but to you it was such a thing that you couldn't get past that you ended up just redrawing?
Yeah, so that's pretty much the entire book and all my art. Like, a lot of people will be like, hey, that's good enough. You can move on to the next thing.
That's me.
But then you're like, no, these legs look off because I know that they're not right. And you draw them for 2 hours and you still don't really necessarily get it right, but you get closer.
I would say that. I tell
But,
you all the time,
yeah,
that was-
it's like...
dude, that was good. Send it.
Yeah, no, learning, you know, I don't think that it's good enough. I can learn more from that situation. So, reason is because it could be better. Always can be better. Ooh, wrong pin.
That's a funny one. If you had to sell Nullified in one sentence, what would it be? I remember trying to tell you this in like the little promo video. I was like, I needed 30 seconds.
30 seconds. And I was like, I just fumbled that.
And I
full on, like
I don't.
Okay, one word?
One sentence.
One sentence. Okay, let me think about that. What does it mean to be human? Or what does it take to fight for your humanity?
That's good. I use that in marketing scheme. I think you just stole it off me. So.
Yeah, as the creator of Nullified, yes, I stole that.
You stole it off me. So. Oh, this is a good one for you.
Okay.
What's the worst art tool you've ever used? Software or tool in general, I guess.
So, a lot of it, tools are interesting because they're only as good as you are, I would say.
That's the case.
You can learn how to be a master at any. Like, people are really good with, like, Microsoft Paint, you know? But for me specifically, and it's because it was so early on in my journey, software called Paint Tool Sci. Just wasn't that good with.
I wasn't able to use it. It was too clunky.
Yeah. So,
too much stuff in the interface.
So I wasn't good with this one. That one. This, Les Garner told me to stop doing Photoshop because they're going to, you know, charge you literally your entire soul. He told me about Clip Studio Paint, and I have not looked back. All of Nullified Issue 1 was made using Clip Studio, and every project that I do from here on will be this one, and the design stuff is Canva because that's just useful.
Wait, you've been using Canva?
Mm-hmm.
You've been using our Canva?
No.
Do you have Canva?
I did.
Paid Canva or?
I did, and now I got like a free subscription.
Oh, we got paid Canva.
We have paid Canva.
How do you think I've been making a lot of?
Didn't.
I told you Canva is like super helpful tool. It's amazing. It's an amazing tool.
Jeez.
It's so good for design
It's
work.
so good. Oh, Kayla also has paid Canva.
Well, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I used it. I
It's just really
the
good.
Studio account, I think. Yeah.
I need the information for that. I also need the information
send
for
it to you.
Instagram. Because somebody hit us on Instagram. I didn't know if it was a bot or not.
I have this stuff for Instagram. And yes, they're all bots. Every one of them is a bot. I got more. Those are quick.
How does that?
Where's his foot?
It's gonna be.
No, don't make his foot go that angle.
This angle.
His foot definitely needs to be going that way. His knee is facing this way.
No, yeah.
He said it looks a lot better.
Thank you.
Don't change it anymore. Alright, nothing.
No, yeah. I gotta think of what I want to do for what he's standing on. Is this dynamic enough?
Yes. Ish. I think it looks better. I still think you're missing something, though. To be honest with you.
Right.
I really do. I don't know what it is.
What is it?
Maybe it's just detail. Like, you're just not there yet with the detail, so it looks weird to me.
No. It's got to be. I wonder if it's his back here. Let me see something.
Are you trying to make him look stationary? Are you trying to make him feel like
No,
he's like moving?
He's got to be like he's doing something. So let's see.
You remember that whole conversation you had with somebody about like the weight of a character?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what you're missing. I feel like it's almost like his gravity is weirdly positioned. Like he doesn't feel like he's moving because the gravity is just not depicted.
Yeah. I can see that. I'm gonna get it figured out. Don't you worry about it. I think we're getting closer. What else we got?
Yeah, a lot of them are just not good questions.
Okay.
Damn,
What's up?
got a bunch down.
All right.
What's one food Marcus would hate?
Pineapple.
Why?
Because I don't know why he'd hate any food, but that was the first thing I thought of.
He wouldn't even have pineapple.
He wouldn't have pineapple. Human? He wouldn't like monster food.
Why? Okay, well.
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh my gosh. No, sorry. Eggs Benedict.
Think so? That's just a hard one because, like, I haven't even thought about what they eat because animals have changed in this. And also doesn't think that he would like pineapple.
Why? Why is pineapple? Do y'all not like pineapple?
No, pineapple's great.
That's such a weird thing.
I don't know. It feels like it insists upon itself. Ooh, you eat pineapple? Whoa. I'm just kidding. Pineapple's cool. Don't kill. It feels too high class. Yeah.
So, like, Marcus or One Punch Man?
Yeah, One Punch Man. Again, I think in like a fight, I don't want him to feel like he's like this overly powerful person. It's just he's going to figure out a way to make it through. You know.
So Marcus or Yamcha?
Yamcha.
What? I think you're just trying to make yourself feel better now.
Yeah. Yamcha's awesome, dude. Now, I told you this. So we're looking at a scale. Marcus is kind of, midway through his journey, but not truly tried and tested. So if we're thinking about it, it would be a lot like Dragon Ball Z, the Saiyan Saga. Because we're just at the beginning of his journey here. He's not had to get to those types of stages yet. Now, the further the book goes, the more his power is going to ramp up. But right now, I mean, like I had said, he's got an ability, I won't say what, that is very powerful, but it's not anything that would destroy the planet.
So, like, Marcus or Krillin?
Krillin, he wins, right?
early version Krillin.
Oh,
We're not talking about like the last season of Dragon Ball.
yeah.
Because I think the only person who's not stronger is Yamcha. So
Yeah.
I don't even know if that dude exists in the universe anymore.
Yeah, I think he became like a baseball player or something.
I can see that.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
So like Marcus or early version Piccolo. Not like
Are you talking
in this-
Demon Piccolo?
No, when Piccolo was actually friends with Goku and training like Gohan.
Okay.
That's a hard one, isn't it?
Honestly,
Piccolo was pretty strong back then.
again, those early stages, I don't think they were doing anything that was going to shatter a planet. Like
No.
Special Beam Cannon, powerful, but I don't think that it was blowing up the planet. So again, they might be in the same.
That's what I was saying.
Realm of
like
power.
literally, when you describe Marcus, I sit there and think like I feel like a fight between him and Piccolo would be a really like almost even fight.
Yeah.
If they were able to fight in the same universe, I feel like they'd be pretty close. I feel like Piccolo would probably win though right now, potentially.
I don't know.
You don't think?
No, because I'm seeing what the way that Marcus fights is quick. If that special beam takes that long for Goku to have to hold on to Raditz like that to be able to cast, Marcus has the win.
Well, yeah, but you also gotta think they did like 3 episodes of
Even still,
them
that
charging.
that move was like, hey, this is gonna take a minute to get off. Pickle Man. What is?
Pickle Man,
What is Pickle Man?
Rick Sanchez.
There's no way she's talking about Rick Sanchez. No way. No way.
I feel like he'd wipe the floor with early stage Deku.
Yeah.
I feel like Deku would just be dead.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, Deku isn't a monster, so he wouldn't be dead. He would just be beaten. I feel like I've been drawing that at 30% also.
Marcus or Flash.
Well, yeah, because I mean he's got the Speed Force and all.
Marcus or Hawkeye.
Marcus.
I think so too.
Marcus gets that one. Not because Hawkeye's not cool and all, but the fact of like reaction speeds. Another thing that Marcus does have for him is battle awareness. He's got a lot of battle acuity because he was pretty much like a child soldier.
What about Marcus or Snake Eyes?
You gonna bring out Snake Eyes? Heck yeah, dude! Freaking love Snake Eyes. I mean, Marcus has the win because of the source.
I can see that. I feel like the only advantage he has in that situation is the special power. But Snake Eyes has got a lot of speed.
I mean, look, Snake Eyes has the cool factor as well. I mean, the simple fact is Marcus is not as cool as Snake Eyes. Get out of here.
Marcus over Hawkeye.
But not over Flash. The Flash is fast.
Yeah,
like
the
fast
Flash-
enough to change reality.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's the problem.
I guess it also depends on when you talk about the Flash. Like, is it before he learned that he could run?
Well,
to the
actually,
speeds where he could
I'll
actually
say this.
rewind time?
If Marcus has a second, he could cast something that would slow him down because of magic. So when magic comes into play, is Flash useful?
I feel like you can beat Flash pretty easily if you can just tear up the ground. Enough that he can't run.
I don't know about that because like he can phase through things. I don't know if
It depends on what phase of Flash you're talking about, though, because if you're talking about early stage Flash, he did not have phase.
well, let's say that he's got some of his powers, but I will say this: magic does stop Superman. So, I mean, given enough time and battle smart, like Marcus might get some of these wins. Power and strength, yeah.
Power and friendship.
Power and friendship.
Oh, Marcus or Powerpuff Girls?
Powerpuff Girls.
I feel like that's
I think Powerpuff Girls win against everybody. I want to say.
You know, I feel like there was actually a video breaking down how
Lots of-
powerful.
right? Yeah,
the
that and Sailor
Powerpuff
Moon.
Girls.
Like
Yeah.
Sailor Moon could technically beat Goku.
Yeah. It's actually weird to think about. Like,
Okay, what about his arms doing that instead? Going back to that. Does that give them a little bit more dynamicism? And then
I think you're getting there pretty heavily. I think you're really.
we can do the staff behind them like that.
Yeah.
That's got that. I
Yep.
think that's got that energy.
I think you got it.
Yep. It was that. Because if you think of the shadow, the silhouette, it would look like he's missing an arm. Because it was like this.
Well, and you're also like really like you're trying to make him fluid, but you were like hunkering all.
All this stuff is really. So now it feels a little bit.
Yeah, there wasn't any like. Span to him.
Yep. Well, I think we got it finally. So this is a technical question. Do I have to be here for you to stream, or could I be at my location and we able to stream?
Only if you figure out your Twitch stuff. I can host you.
Oh, so it has to be like in proximity?
Yeah, this does, because I have to be able to find your device.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
I gotta figure that stuff because, I mean, we're still going strong here, but I don't see us getting line art and coloring done.
No. If you can get your Twitch stuff thing figured out, though, I think I can host you. I won't be able to do it over there, though. That one will not be a possibility.
Which one? Like TikTok?
Over there. Yeah. I can't do it over there.
And we won't have, obviously, like, I was thinking about, like, tomorrow.
Actually, that's not true either, though, because, I mean, if I could ever get them to approve, so this, I could, go ahead and purchase that, and we could do it on here.
There's a guest option for TikTok.
Yeah, you'd have to go live on your TikTok, too.
Well, I don't have one of those. So.
The only other option is being able to live host you, or co-host you over here.
I really like this now.
I like it.
Dude, no,
I think it turned out better. It only took you like 3 hours.
Yeah, no, but now I'm like...
It was a bean power.
Yeah, I got through the bean. Chewed through the bean.
You know, one of the days, if the tariffs end up tearing out all the coffee, I feel like you're going to be the one that like breaks open your dice.
I'm going to figure out a way to grow a bean. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
I'll find a way.
On it today.
How much do we got left? I mean, I'm good to go as long as possible.
We ain't got anything left. I'm just trying to figure out what we're gonna do for food, and I think I might have to leave to go get.
Oh yeah. I feel you.
I don't really care, but I mean, you also been here for like 3.5 hours now.
Yeah, but people usually stream for a while, right?
They can stream however long they
want.
But
hunger is coming into play, so we might have to call it, huh?
I'm not starving, but I will have to get food later.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's going to be at because apparently everything's closed.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, she only got the one pizza, so I'm going to have to find something else.
I mean, he's probably got a little bit he can finish up anyways. I don't know how long. She's going to be asleep, so. She said you can't have her pizza.
Yeah, I know. I've seen so. Quick. Sweet. I also have bread sticks. I know. I seen a picture. Do we get any hits on anything, or at least some content to be able to put out there?
Oh, we got a bunch. Just if we can get it edited. If I can get it edited, it's a lot to go through.
Oh yeah, I mean we're going pretty strong. Do we have some videos that haven't been put out there yet too about some of?
About what?
Oh, never mind. We're recording. I was about to say I didn't time lapse.
Oh no, yeah.
But you got that. For a second, I was like, oh gosh.
One way or another, we got it. I think my phone might be like crying about storage right now, but
yeah, but you also have it over there.
Yeah.
We're good.
Caitlin was just saying that she didn't like that we were in the thing. I was like, well, it is what it is. I don't know.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah, she didn't like that. we're in the shot, so like you can't time lapse this really.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
we're in the shot.
I wasn't thinking about
So
it.
that's
or
why
else
she
I
wanted
would've.
us to do that.
So
phone.
did. Wait. Hold on.
Did you?
Yo.
What?
Because I was time lapsing it before.
Oh, so it's got all of it?
It's got all of it. It's just super long.
That's fine. Our Google Drive will only cry a lot. I like how you even got your examples.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we're good. We got a time lapse.
Oh, you could also do the video ninja like we did, but there's probably gonna be a really big lag. But I guess it wouldn't technically matter if there was a lag.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the lag. Like, if the lag looks like the whole picture is really jerky,
This
that would be
isn't as
bad.
long as the. Well, that one is actually finished though. So I was about to say this one's only probably gonna hit 10 minutes, but the other one's 10 minutes.
I actually struggled really hard doing one of your time lapses. You had it; it was really long, and I didn't know what to highlight as a showcase for the
Yeah.
time lapse. Like when I should maybe slow down and like feature more.
This is cool. I'm wanting to see the one thing where we finally figured it out.
Oh yeah, they did say they seen you too, by the way.
Yeah, they mentioned that. That's so cool. Yep. Sweet. So we will have a time lapse that's gonna finish more of the sketch for sure. I don't know if we're gonna be live streaming the rest of the drawing though, because when are we gonna live stream the rest of the drawing? We should probably not focus on the one piece, right? Yeah.
I mean, if you can get it figured out, we could probably go live whenever to show off the rest of that.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know if we were wanting to do that, which we should probably not like bank on that for our next week thing or whatever we're doing.
What, this? No,
Yeah.
this should be next.
This should be done by like, I don't know about tomorrow because it's still kind of a ways in, but maybe by Monday. I don't know. Maybe if we start early and if, because right now we're doing a lot of chatting and stuff like this, but if we're just streaming the drawing and we do some chatting and stuff like that, well, I mean, we'll have to chat.
I mean, I could always just give you the login info and you could just straight stream it.
Yeah.
Without anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we want to wrap it up that type of way too, I think we can do that.
Yeah. And then Tuesday or Thursday, Friday, I think I took off because we need to figure out packaging for.
Yes.
Kid.
Yeah, well, I think we ran out of time for the ones, obviously, because
I already.
I think it's.
Oh, I don't. Well, my phone.
I think it's a cool idea, and I want to revisit it.
Actually, I may have sent them. I did. So there's this, which I think that would be cool for like the cards potentially for like local stuff. It's a book, but repaint
gotcha.
the books, obviously, like redo the outside of it because I don't like the
Yeah,
patterns. And then
yeah. I don't hate that.
this thing, just redo the outside of it. But check this out. This is. Pretty sure it's a video playing for some reason. Okay, well, anyways, this is a chest,
Right.
and it's like pretty decently sized. Here it is. There. Just paint the outside of it. Put some velvet on the inside, like black velvet.
Yeah, I think that the other one will work for what we got right now, because I'm just thinking of the stuff that we can give them.
And then there's these.
Yeah, I think that those would be pretty cool, because like
Repaint these.
we can repaint
Open
it,
up, make a velvet.
put nullified vinyl on top of it.
Yep.
I think it would look cool if like we did like a a black leather type of paint on it or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was thinking we could. So they actually have some I think that are like more plain color. We could probably paint easier. We could paint these or fix them up a better way, and then we could glue like some black velvet or something like in the background, like some kind of like padding.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also thought about if we did one of these. I don't know how big your map is. Probably like hang the map up. When you open up, you can print the map, but then also have a rolled version of the map.
Right. True.
Because that way, when you open it up, it's like, or you could do something else.
That's cool.
Me and my sister were talking about doing a box, but again, I don't know what box space we would have, but like print the monolith, and you split the monolith open as you open it, and it'd be like a box.
That'd be cool.
But I don't know what box we would use. It'd have to be a wooden box, and then we'd have to make the panels ourselves, and then glue the monolith on
Right.
there.
We're kind of looking for a little bit more of a speed situation.
Yes.
We'll have to make things easy and also cheap,
Yes.
but not too cheap to where it's like garbage.
I tell you what, actually, while we're live, I want to figure this out. Last few days of the Kickstarter, as a promo, I want to do something really cool, like something unique. I want to make a tier that's going to get people excited.
Okay.
Like a really cool tier.
What you thinking?
I don't know yet. Like maybe some extra merch, maybe a packaging idea.
I mean, we could probably do packaging if we're already talking about doing packaging.
Because it can be delivered later.
Yeah. I know that some of the people that have backed us already are like, if you're doing a package thing, I'm a collector, so I need that too.
Yeah, which depends on the packaging. But I would like to get a proof of concept as a picture to show people.
Yeah, God, okay. It's so much work.
No, I just mean like in general, like just a depiction.
Okay, do I do this? Or no? These are monsters, if you couldn't tell. I don't know what I just did there. I'm just gonna.
I don't think it's bad. I think you could do that.
No, is it too busy? Obviously, this isn't clean or anything like that, but
Right.
we don't have to have these. But I was just thinking of a way to get some more shapes.
I would hold off on that. I would finish out the rest of it, see what it looks like, because I think you could use some filler in the background potentially, but until I've seen the rest of the piece, I don't know if you would need it.
Yeah.
I would leave that idea in a layer, but
yeah,
I would hold off on that.
So we're definitely doing
it. I don't know.
No.
Because you don't want too much happening.
Right. Let's see what your thing said.
What is it?
Locations.
Kayla sent tiny.
Oh, yeah. Kayla's sending some stuff.
I don't even know what those are. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what
we
that
have
stuff
a gift? Is. There's like a little gift box.
Yeah,
up there.
she sent a gift thingy, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what those do. So. She spent money.
You spent money?
Just wait.
I think we wrap up at 6 since we're right there.
Oh yeah. Said yes.
That's awesome.
Money that goes back to you.
Yeah.
It's just funny money.
Funny money.
I actually don't know how those gifts work though. So you sent a dinosaur. Like I don't know how much a dinosaur.
And
is.
a chili.
I think.
Are we supposed to do like a Miles Morales NPC thing with that?
Oh my gosh.
Is that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah, you just need to be like the.
Yeah. Everybody's seen you do that.
Well, you gotta do it for the gifts.
Yeah, we're gonna become. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Have you seen it?
What?
The Miles Morales that does the TikTok and like people send him gifts and he like jump in the frame and he'd be like, oh,
yeah. Those flowers smell beautiful.
He's like an NPC, so he like jumps in every time somebody sends a
NPC
gift.
got really big last year. Like people were just.
He still does that.
Yep. Yeah, you got like an
whole
award and all that.
Shtick.
So, Yeah, we did it. Another live stream down. We didn't show all of the setup this time around. Where Ryan's just bitching for
What's she doing?
an hour straight. So that was cool. We just kind of had it working by the time we got here, so that was pretty awesome. And
What working? I didn't have it working.
I thought it was working by the time we were live.
What was?
Everything.
No. Oh, everything working by the time we were live? Yes.
By the time we were live, not
Yes.
right away.
But how long did it take doing the setup?
Probably
get it?
about an hour. Felt like it was an hour.
It'd be fine if I could just leave it, and then when I came back to it, it would just stay this way. But the problem is I keep switching between these two.
You know what I should definitely do that I have not done for the past 3 hours?
What's that? P? Oh my god.
I should probably save that.
You know what we didn't do?
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Oopsies.
You know what's something that we didn't do?
What
We're
did we
supposed to? We're supposed to do an intro. So we could do the intro now.
Yeah, for the video. Go ahead. Hey everyone, welcome to our second ever podcast. Thanks for stumbling into the chaos.
Into it.
I'm Nathan Lawson, the writer producer behind Nullified, and that's the artist Ryan Gant. the talent keeping this universe alive visually. Today we're doing something special. Live variant cover drawing while we talk shop. Behind the scenes stuff, inspirations, and what's coming next. If you're into comics, storytelling, or just cool art, stick around. Spider-Man noise. Just a little.
I told you it thinks that you like one of us is one person, and the other one's the other.
Yeah, so the writer producer behind Nullified.
Yeah, I told you it doesn't understand that. I keep telling it like no. It's not how that works.
Yeah.
And it just like no, you two are two different like things.
Yeah. That was good.
No, but it is supposed to be an actual intro. But I
No,
never wrote an intro.
I guess we do need to come up with some.
Well,
sort of
it's
intro.
not really for the live stream as much as like the video recording is after the fact.
Yeah, so you get to put that little sound clip that I just did. of
That
us
way,
messing up.
If Kaylin does do the editing, she doesn't have to like voice me
Yeah.
over for myself.
Yeah, I mean, we
As my
do
mouth
need to
words.
come up with like. We need to come up with something.
No, it's just supposed to be. I think it's always funny. I always say that. It's like I'm struggling to like figure out like what we need to do. Like our
Yeah.
first videos, I was like, yeah, it's just supposed to be like.
It's just supposed to be.
It's just supposed to be.
just supposed to be frustrated.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Who knows?
Whatever that. Yeah. So we were supposed to end at 6, but I think we're fans of being 30 minutes late to everything.
That's not 30 minutes late. That's 30 minutes.
No, yeah, I know,
Yeah, no.
I know.
No,
But
that's
I'm just
no,
saying,
it's
now
still-
we
no,
have
it's
to wait
technically still
till
late.
now we have to wait till 6:30 because
We don't have to wait until 6:30.
you heard it here first, folk. I also noticed that not as many people joined up after what was it, like the hour? Because like right at the beginning, you have like a bunch of people that view.
Yeah, TikTok gets you in a algorithm that throws you up on people's pages faster
Yeah,
at the beginning. And I also don't know if it's TikTok doing it or if it's just like bots, but you will show up on a lot more people's stuff like immediately. And then usually they swipe off you
right.
because they're like, "Oh, you guys suck.
It's like, oh well, that's not for me,
You guys."
and
are
that's fair.
terrible."
So what is this doing?
Nothing now.
Oh,
Nope, just kidding. That was doing something.
what was that doing?
That was for, it was recording and it's also for this. See?
Oh, okay.
This is
okay.
the webcam for that.
Gotcha. Cool. So, but the TikTok one? Or
Yeah,
no?
but it was also screen recording, so that
I
you
thought
didn't
that
have to.
one was the TikTok.
That is the webcam. Like that is the like us. That's us.
Yeah.
And that is
Oh,
for here.
snap. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if, I guess, people could see that better. But I need a GoPro for that.
You need a GoPro. Did you notice at the end of the clip it you literally said, "Just give me a GoPro and let's go."
Yeah.
I thought it was like the best part.
Strap me up. Let's go. Don't take that out of context.
That's a clip right there. Give me a strap.
No, strap me up. Don't
Yes,
get my
strap.
words twisted.
Strap on. Strapped up.
Strapped up.
Strap on.
Oh, me. Yeah. All right. So we have an intro that obviously we didn't do correctly this time, which we have.
Wait,
to
hold
say.
on. It
Do we
says there's an
have
outro.
an outro?
Yes.
Okay. So,
But you
how
can say something else because you can say.
how do
you
we
know.
want to do you want to do intro and I do outro? Do you want to do both? What do we want to do with that? Or do we want to
I
mix it up?
I just say you make it to where it's both. I don't know. That's for marketing to figure out.
Yeah. That's for finance.
Finance, yeah. I don't know.
No.
It's not marketing because I'm marketing.
I
It's not
talked.
finance.
I talked a lot this time, so if you want to close us by doing the outro. Before that, we should do the plug stuff that we're supposed to, though, right?
What's the plug stuff?
Keep watching us on TikTok. Please go to the Kickstarter if you're still here. Check out the Kickstarter. See what we got nullified. We've hit it. We've hit benchmark, but we're still trying to push to see how much
Or
further we could go for the stretch goal. Yes. So check that out. Facebook, Discord. Send us your stuff. We love to see what other people are trying to achieve. We're here rooting for every one of you. And yeah. What else we got to plug? We have an Instagram that I don't really know anything about.
Hair plugs?
Hair plugs.
Follicle plugs?
The beard's coming back. The chin beard's coming back.
The neck
So
beard. It's a neck beard.
the neck beard's coming back. So I know everybody's really excited about that.
We'll get the camera angle there eventually.
Yeah, we messed up this time. It looks, we need that under where you're just seeing all that good stuff, But we'll get it figured out.
No, it needs to be a mix of the intro and outro.
Also, Heartland Gaming.
Yes, going to Heartland Gaming. I meant to actually say that one. Heartland Gaming, we're showing off the card game.
Yep.
First public play test. Public, as in like more anybody can show up and play it.
Yeah.
Because we've had some private play tests of that game. So we're doing our first public play test at the Heartland Gaming Convention, May 31st. I believe I posted the time somewhere. I think it was like 12 to 4 on May 31st.
We'll make sure to keep on posting that and post it on other stuff.
Yeah, I will continue to hit that one because that was a big one for us after the Kickstarter ends. Also, the Kickstarter ends April 22nd at 5:30 Central Time.
Yep. We're coming close to the end of it.
Eastern, 4:30.
I don't know.
I don't know. And we're gonna probably have that limited time. I want to do that limited time reward tier.
Yeah, if you
for the
figure
end
that
of
one
the-
out. Yeah.
For the end of the Kickstarter. So there could be a chance you could get. Oh no, you can hear that. So there could be a chance that you could get a cool reward tier for that. And then, see, I don't know if there's any other events that we're doing.
For the next one, we should I guess we should have it on our little list. Be like, all right, make sure that we're doing the plugs and all that type of stuff. But we'll get all that done.
I need to make a better script for our little like podcast thingies, because we should have done our intro, which was, "Hey, we're King Panda Studio. I'm Ryan, the marketer." I don't know.
I think it's hard to say like what we did, like
what we do.
Yeah, because we're kind of diving into quite a bunch of different stuff.
We wear a lot of hats.
Yep.
So it's more or less like, hey, we're King Panda Studio. I'm Ryan, and this is Nathan. we have our first comic book, Nullified, that's currently in a Kickstarter phase. King Panda Studio's mission is to get local. Well, I don't know.
Is that an intro?
No.
No. What
That's
that
like a
says,
mission
hey
statement.
everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Nathan. This is Ryan. We like to make stuff, and we like to help others out to make their stuff as well. That's what we do. So just
You mess it up though, because it's hey, we're King Panda Studio.
hey, you
this is
messed it up.
Nathan,
Also.
and
This is what you're supposed to do.
This
Hey
is Jerry
everyone,
D,
this
and I'm
is-
Jerry D, and that's Yamcha.
You son of a.
And
Cecil McYamcha.
Cecil McYamcha.
No, we'll get better. Jerry D. She knows.
Jerry D. My name's Jerry D, and this is.
Dude, we can't read scripts.
I don't like scripts.
Hey
we need
everyone,
to come up with something
welcome
that
to
we can do.
our channel.
Because as we do podcasts, we need to have
welcome
an
to
intro.
our. Yeah.
It just needs to be like a Joe Rogan.
Well, shouldn't it
intro.
just be like
What's Joe Rogan do on his intros?
oh, drink,
Drink, smoke.
drink, smoke. What I don't.
No, you got to introduce yourselves and your guest if you have any. We don't have any guests, but it's more or less. Hey,
Don't you
we're
just
King
be
Panda
like-
Studio. This is Nathan. This is Ryan. This
does
is
he say?
Jerry D over here
I
joining
think,
us.
don't
live.
you just say like, welcome to King Panda's podcast, King Panda podcast.
Is that what we're calling it?
King
I
Panda
haven't figured that
podcast?
out. Like, what we're
It
gonna call
sounds
it?
good.
King Panda Podcast.
King Panda podcast.
King Panda Podcast.
And then we, get into it.
And
I
then we
don't
jump
know
off
what
of
you're supposed to.
Pool noodle.
I guess we have to look up what other people do.
Nah, hell with that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Maybe keep thinking
Okay.
on the name. I'm curious. That
What? King Panda podcast sounds great. Don't you
was- I
tell me.
think
not.
it sounded terrible.
Welcome to King Panda podcast, where we do a little bit of art and do a bunch of bantering.
You know what I meant to tell you, and I'm
We
totally
love you.
gonna say this on live stream in case anybody ever finds this.
Platonically.
So, we're trying to grow our Discord community, right?
Yeah.
And we want people to join.
Yeah.
And I thought about, look, what are we gonna have people called who join our Discord and share their stuff? Normally you have like a group, a following of people. You would call them like, some people call them the goblins, they're the horde, something like crazy, like whatever
No, I
they
have no
are.
idea.
They're the pirates, the crew, whatever.
You're talking
and
about
ours,
what we
it'd
call
be
people like fans of us?
Well, yeah, the people who are like in the following and stuff, who are like, and so it'd be like the Cubs, like this is the Cub pack or this is the Panda pack.
Oh.
So I ended up finding this out because of the trivia thing for work. Do you know what a group of pandas is called?
What's the group of pandas called?
An embarrassment.
No. No way.
So
Is it really?
the group, the following that we would have on Discord are our little embarrassments.
Is that real?
That's right. I'm sorry.
I gotta see about this.
You can look it up.
I thought that was a joke. It seems like a joke.
It is a joke, but it's not. It's also real. She said, "Keep it. Keep embarrassment."
Group of pandas called.
They're just our little group of embarrassments.
Yeah.
I told
Group
you.
of pandas is called an embarrassment. Also called a cupboard of pandas or a bamboo of pandas. This is not real. What? An embarrassment. A cupboard.
It's embarrassing.
Why is it called that?
They're our embarrassment.
Welcome.
Our little embarrassment.
Our embarrassments.
Just fun.
Have you felt embarrassed by doing this at all?
embarrassed?
Yeah,
I feel a part of the embarrassment.
I
No.
feel a part of it. No, but I feel good. You know.
About doing like stuff like this?
Yeah, I mean, we're actually showing our face, and
Oh, I hate doing
You know.
this.
are you embarrassed?
I'm part of the embarrassment.
Heck yeah.
No, it's when you get into it, like when you start, it's fine. But getting started is like,
Yeah.
nah. So just pledge $5,000.
Yeah, get us up to 50K.
Closer we get, Braden.
You know, he's got to be sweating the
Okay,
bullets.
fine. Anyways, no. So the actual intro for our podcast is just, hey, this is King Panda Podcast, right?
Hey, welcome to King Panda Podcast. Hey, welcome to our podcast, our special little
She
podcast.
said no.
No, okay. We don't do radio voice. Too well.
Wouldn't that be great though?
Welcome. I hated that.
That's a clip. Anytime you hate something, it's a clip.
Hated that.
You gotta get the radio voice though.
No, she's saying no to King Panda Podcast.
Yeah, I told you. You don't like it
Why?
because there's better ones, I guess.
No, there's not. It's only King Panda.
That's not what the helper here says.
Yeah, I know.
It says that there's other things to call it.
Okay.
That's 30 days.
Are we still going? Because we're gonna make it to 6:30 if we're still going. It's 6:15
We're late.
now.
We're late to all the parties.
You didn't do the outro.
We're still.
I didn't even see what the outro was.
I don't know what the outro is.
I thought there was a little thing that said outro on that.
We don't do those. The outro is. If I do the outro,
My favorite
I'm
one
turning it off.
for my favorite podcast is Kiss Your Dad Straight on the Lips.
Thanks for watching Kiss Your Dad on the Lips, guys.
Yep. Yeah, it's
See you later.
a Vidman, my brother and me. And they start off with welcome to our podcast. It's an advice show about modern problems. We answer modern, something like that. And then at the end he says, "Kiss your dad straight on the lips." Great, I love them. They're good
anyways.
brothers.
I'll end it, but I need you to hit the end over there. And yes, when you hit the button, it'll actually say pause or end, and you'll have to just hit end.
What?
Yeah, there's a little red button.
Okay.
That has a number on it. So
What do we want to say for the closing out?
well, I mean that's not wrong.
Thank you for hanging with us.
The variant cover will be posted soon. You can see
No,
it.
well, we can make something more just generic
Generic?
than that. Just thank you for hanging with us, and it's a picture of a.
Thanks for
a
hanging
pen-
us. Thanks for hanging
Hanging
out.
us?
Thanks for hanging with us. You
Yeah.
little embarrassments.
Perfect. Cut.
I think it's fine.
Which button do I press? This one?
Yes.